And those who argued against expulsion say it sets a bad precedent since Santos hasn't been convicted of a crime.
Fox's Ryan Schmelz on Capitol Hill. Santos had refused calls to resign. He's facing a federal trial next year. The first woman to serve on the U.S. Supreme Court has died. Retired Justice Sandra Day O'Connor was also an advocate for teaching civics to every generation.
Barely 1/3 of Americans can even name the 3 branches of government, much less say what they do.
Sandra Day O'Connor was 93. She had advanced dementia and died this morning in Phoenix. Rockets from Gaza, airstrikes from Israel after the end of a 7-day truce in Gaza.
Both Israel and Hamas accused each other of violating the terms of the agreement. Israel says that Hamas refused to release the 20 final female hostages that they're still holding in Gaza. The White House actually backing up Israel on that today.
Fox's Nate Foy. The U.S., Qatar, and Egypt still leading negotiations, hoping to restart a truce. Israeli officials say more than 100 hostages are still being held and that 4 have been confirmed murdered. No details on how and when. America is listening to Fox News.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Hey St. Louis, brace yourself for the ultimate holiday deal with Consumer Cellular. Snag an incredible 50% off the Iris Flip when you buy before December 17th, making it only $34.50. The Iris Flip is all the phone and camera you need with a user-friendly design, the perfect flip phone companion. Plus, you'll get nationwide coverage and always free activation. Don't miss out. Head to one of our 4 retail locations in your area and seize this deal this holiday season.
Air Comfort Service, heating, cooling, and insulation, weather.
Chief Meteorologist Dave Murray.
The clouds are going to hang tough because there's another weak little system coming in right behind. So mostly cloudy skies going through our Friday afternoon, windy and 55. Still, clouds tonight, 38. Saturday, a mix of clouds and sunshine. Emphasis on the clouds, 48. Some more rain, all rain Saturday night, 38. Sunday, maybe a spot shower in the morning, but otherwise partly sunny and 52. This is 97.1 FM Talk. Chief Meteorologist Dave Murray.
Honey, is our car still under warranty?
No, not anymore.
My sister just got an extended service plan from Ox Car Care.
Ox Car Care?
Yeah, Ox will cover our repair bills if anything happens to our car, new brakes, a transmission, AC, or engine problems. Plus, Ox Car Care offers free oil changes, tire rotation, and roadside assistance.
Wait a minute, we pay nothing on the repairs? Ox gets it fixed for us? Free oil changes, free tire rotation, and free roadside assistance? What's the number?
800-224-9174. Ox has a 30-day money-back guarantee and an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. They handle their claims from start to finish, unlike other warranty companies. We should call now. 800-224-9174.
The last thing we need is an unexpected car repair bill. I'm calling Ox Car Care now.
Call Ox Car Care for your free quote. 800-224-9174. Ask about senior and military discounts. Don't get stuck with a major car repair bill. Call Ox Car Care, 800-224-9174 or oxcarcare.com.
Hey, Bernie Federico here. Over the years, you've heard me talk about Lakeside Renovation and Design. My friends Matt and Dan have been in the business for over 25 years and have done everything on my home, from James Hardy siding, Infinity from Marvin Windows, and even a couple of room additions. These guys are great, and you can trust them with your home. Check out their website to see for yourself all the beautiful work they've done. You can find them online at lakesidrenovationanddesign.com. Be sure to ask about their unbelievable financing options. Lakeside Renovation and Design.
If you're considering an annuity as part of your retirement plan, we need to talk. Hi, I'm Bob Stockdale, Senior Vice President Investments with the ClearPath Wealth Management Group at Stifel and host of On the Money, Saturday mornings at 11 on 97.1 FM Talk. Annuities can be a useful tool for some retirement investors, but not all annuities are created equal. Every week, we meet clients who own complex annuities that don't suit their needs and, in some cases, actively effectively undermine their retirement plan. Before you purchase an annuity, get a second opinion from the ClearPath Wealth Management Group at Stifel. Requesting a consultation is free of charge. To request a free consultation, contact us at clearpathinvesting.com. That's clearpathinvesting.com, or call us at 636-695-2650. That's clearpathinvesting.com or 636-695-2650. Stifel Nicholas and Company Incorporated, member NYSE and SIPC.
Halloween is over, but hiring is still a bit scary. Indeed's end-to-end solution helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates. Sponsor a job and instantly receive a short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
I can see clearly now thanks to the doctors at Ophthalmology Associates. Doctors Greg Birdie, Ranjan Malhotra, Robert Brusati, Andy Royer, and introducing Samuel Berry. You can too. Call 314-966-5000 or check out youridoc.com. That's youridoc.com.
This hour of the Annie Frey Show is brought to you by Ruler Foods. Low prices, no coupons. Ruler Foods.
That is exactly what I needed to hear.
Thank God someone here knows what they're talking about.
That's us. That's right. Gotta love this American ride.
All right, you need to take the time and get the full picture.
Don't get me wrong, I love the ladies. I mean, they rev my engine, but they don't belong in the newsroom. It is Anchor Man, not Anchor Lady.
What do you want from me? I'm not America's sweetheart.
Goodness sake, kid. Keep your voice down. Your father's listening to the radio.
I'm not America's sweetheart.
This is the Annie Frey Show.
On this vote, the yeas are 311, the nays are 114, with 2 recorded as present. 2/3 voting in the affirmative, the resolution is adopted, and a motion to reconsider is laid upon the table. The clerk will notify the governor of the state of New York of the action of the House. Under Clause 5D of Rule 20, the chair announces to the House that in light of the expulsion of the gentleman from New York, Mr. Santos, the whole number of the House is now 434.
That is Speaker Mike Johnson, who has just announced the vote total within the last hour or so that George Santos has in fact been expelled from Congress. That's really quite something. This is the precedent for this is really unmatched. Nobody has ever been expelled in the way that George Santos has been expelled. But there's a lot of people who are saying he deserved it. Welcome into the Annie Frey Show. Happy Friday. Grateful that you're here with us today. It is officially December. That's pretty wild. And we've got some Christmas stuff all laid out for you today. We're excited about the Brian Kilmeade event tonight. He is coming into town. And for all of you who are able to get tickets, can't wait to see you this evening. It's going to be a really, really fun event. I'm looking forward to a little party and a little time with Brian Kilmeade and time with the 97.1 family. The Fox News report on George Santos says the House of Representatives voted to expel scandal-plagued Congressman George Santos from New York on Friday, making him the first House lawmaker to be expelled in more than 20 years. A solemn hush fell over the House chamber as Speaker Johnson slammed his gavel, formalizing the historic ouster. It's really well written. Just like, kind of has like a December flair to it. You know, everybody gathers around and we learn the tales of George Santos and how he got bounced from Congress for, I don't think he had OnlyFans. I'm learning things. It's funny to me because the way that this is like materializing right now, there's so much crap surrounding George Santos that I don't think we even know the half of what this man was involved in. And it sounds like he's a total sleazeball. And I'm looking at it like, A, why is he the only sleazeball we have a problem with in Washington, D.C.? And B, anybody who's on the right side of the aisle on this, the only defense that they have of George Santos is to talk about other people. So there's no defending George Santos. If anything, there's a defending of the way Washington, D.C. does business, which I think we're all pretty disgusted with. But when you're watching what the Republicans are willing to do, where George Santos, I think it's 27 charges that he's facing prior to his ousting. Let's see here. I want to make sure I get this right. Santos has not been convicted of a crime, but he's been indicted on 23 counts related to wire fraud, identity theft, falsification of records, credit card fraud, and other charges. He's been accused of using campaign funds on a number of luxury goods and treatments, such as Botox, the ultimate sin. As I had that last part. He has pleaded not guilty. The vote was 311 to 114. And you have to just ask yourself, like, if the Democrats were dealing with this, would they expel George Santos if George Santos was a member of their party? And you know the answer to that. It's absolutely not. And when we see people, when we see things getting really tough in Washington, D.C., on the Republican side of the aisle, we often ask ourselves, like, why don't we fight like Democrats? And the answer is because when I look at George Santos, I think he shouldn't be there. He lied to get in there. He's a terrible representation of the Republican Party. Yes, the people of his district in New York elected him to be there, but on false pretense because he's a lying sack of poo. And when he lies to get into office, does the Republican Party say, we don't really care how you get here as long as you get here? Because that's the way the Democrats do things. So you got to ask yourself, do you want to do the politically smart thing, the politically expedient thing, or you want to do the right thing? And unfortunately, those things don't intersect nearly as much as they should. I think that there are a lot of reasons being given for people who voted against expelling George Santos. There are Republicans who voted against it. There are Democrats who voted against it. But at the end of the day, every single George Santos story that has come across my timeline or my desk disgusts me. And if he lied and manipulated and cheated to get his way into Congress, I hope that there would be Democrat voters who would look at the Republicans and say, why don't we fight principled like the Republicans do? That is a bottomless hope that will never be fulfilled because that's never going to happen. But at the end of the day, you got to do what's right. And I don't think that there is a political power play to be made that trumps doing what is right. Or at least I don't want to live in a country where that's the case. We've got a fun show lined up for you today. We've got Joe DeVito in studio here in about 10 minutes, 13 minutes from now. He's a writer. He's a comedian. He is in town this weekend at the Funny Bone. And tickets are available right now at stlfunnybone.com. Westport Funny Bone tonight at 7:30 and 9:30, Saturday at 7 and 9:30, and Sunday 7 p.m. tickets available at stlfunnybone.com. So go see Joe DeVito and listen to him right here on the Annie Frey Show. He's going to be in studio with us, so make sure you tune into the Annie Frey YouTube channel. We've got a fun YouTube live chat poll for you today. Brad, do you want to read the poll?
Yeah, I'll read the poll. So, what we want to know for today's YouTube live chat poll is, who on the show is the jolliest? Is it Leah, Ryan, myself, that's Brad, or Annie? So jump on the live chat, jump on YouTube, jump on the live chat, tell us who, vote in the poll, tell us who, and tell us why in the chat so we know why you think whoever's the jolliest.
And when I suggested this poll to the producers, they said that everybody was okay with it and got a thumbs up, so we're all fine with it. Is that the correct report?
Well, I mean, I answered for Ryan, but
you did?
Yes.
Yeah, I heard about it later, and in my typical jolly way, I said, you know what, that's fine. Don't even worry about it. Everything's fine. And then I just sort of like leaned back and had some eggnog.
You gotta be kidding me. I bought the wrong one. Okay.
What's happening?
I don't know. It's a red shirt.
I have some. That's unbelievable. I have some things to make us a little more jolly here that you'll wear for the duration of the show. And there's a great irony in here. I'm not going to tell you what it is. We'll reveal that on the next one. First, we've got some jolly merrymaking, and I think that this might give Leah a heads up. So, Leah, here's yours. You want to read what your T-shirt says there?
Sure. Stay jolly, my friends.
A nice green T-shirt for you.
Stay jolly, my friends, with Santa on it. I guess that's him saying stay jolly, my friends.
Here you go. Here's one for you. That's not the one I intended to buy, but enjoy. I'm going to have a talk with the Walmart stocking people.
Don't stop believing.
Yeah.
And it's got a picture of Journey on it.
Of Jesus. It's radio. So I won't.
Okay.
And here's one for you.
Okay, let's see what this one says. It says gangsta rapper with a W.
Ah.
Wait, let me see. I wanna see.
Gangster rapper.
That's awesome.
That's gangsta.
No, gangsta.
Gangsta
That's
rapper.
That is so Brad.
Okay.
So, you guys wear those for the show?
Oh,
Rest of the
for
show?
sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
I need someone to go to Walmart for me real quick.
What was mine supposed
Yeah.
to
I'm
say?
not telling you. It's a
Do I
secret.
get that one too? Or do I have to
Maybe.
take this one back?
I might take that one back and give it to my husband. No, you can wear that.
Okay.
If anything, you get 2 T-shirts out of this.
Sweet.
So we'll put the shirts on. I've got my Christmas sweater, one of them, on. And I want to go around the room here before we take a break and get Joe DeVito in here to talk about George Santos, among other things, and his shows this weekend at the Funny Bone. We're going to go around and we're going to nominate other people. You can't advocate for yourself.
Okay.
You got to advocate for somebody else to win the Who's the Jolliest poll.
Okay.
Brad, you first.
I nominate Leah.
Okay.
And the reason I nominate Leah is because whenever we do something funny in the office, like you guys have no idea the shenanigans that go on behind the scenes, but whenever we do something funny in the office, she gets the biggest smile and the biggest laugh, and she just cracks up. And then we like, how can we make something out of this? And so then we start taking pictures. So we got some stuff in the works for you guys.
She's doing it right now.
I know.
Yeah, that's it. That's it right there.
There's a smile to light up the room. Leah, you can go next. Who do you nominate?
Well, I know you're not going to like it, but I was going to say you.
Oh, Lord. No, I'm very grateful for that. That's kind. Why do you say that?
I just think you are. I mean, you've got the Christmas spirit. You're always coming in with a positive attitude.
That's not true. The first part is.
And you're my favorite.
Thank you.
Oh, gosh.
So
Fine, you can have Ryan's job.
yeah, thank you.
She'd been
Man.
advocating yesterday. Ryan was handing me cash. This is quite a competition.
Yeah, what
There's
was
been
that
some
about?
cash exchanging hands even before the show today. I don't know what's going on. It have to do with these T-shirts, maybe.
No, the T-shirts are from me. What about you, Ryan?
I was going to nominate Brad, but Brad's had a cold lately, and he's just been kind of dragging.
Seems unfair to,
So,
to hold him back because he was sick.
Just fighting through it. And
There were mornings where he comes in. He's normally in a pretty good mood. He's been like, I've been kind of getting over something. So that is just not jolly in my book. I'm going to
That's awful.
nominate Leah simply because I think Leah is newest to the show, and she still gets a kick out of everything.
I do.
It's just, so it's fun
Hey,
because
what do you mean she still gets a
the
kick
rest
out
of us are grizzled veterans, and we're just we come in and we're like, let's open up Fox News and see what's going on. We just we're bracing ourselves for what's happening in the nation, but all the fun stuff. Leah is participating in that and really pushing us to do more fun stuff. So I'm going to nominate Leah for most jolly in this poll.
Honky Digital
It's a new
on
name.
YouTube. I hope that's not like a race thing. Do you know Honky Digital?
No.
It says my vote is. Are you Honky Digital? That makes so much sense.
I can't confirm or deny that.
My vote is for Ryan. I can't believe how jolly that man is.
Honky Digital. Thank you, Honky Digital. Appreciate that. I'm going to say your name as many times as I can in this show. Honky Digital.
Sheepdog says, Annie, obviously, look how she's dressed. This is my favorite sweater in the holiday season. Let's see here. Anybody else commenting? There's a lot of people commenting on this. We'll get to more of these. Lori says, I think you all are jolly in your own way, but if I have to pick, it's either Annie or Leah. Unfortunately, will not be on as long not as long today. I'll just finish it that way. So let us know what you think. It's all fun in games. We all are okay with however this shakes out. I'm probably going to nominate Leah because she does have a jolly nature to her. She is joyful to be around. Maybe Brad. Brad has a you're pretty binary.
Yeah.
Wait.
I'm non-binary.
Yeah, that was just more of a comment on Ryan. You're pretty binary on happy or not happy, and the happy portion of that is significantly larger than the not happy. So, Leah, close second. Brad, then Ryan, then me.
Okay.
We want to know what you say, though. So you come vote. Any other advocacy for anybody in the room before we go to a break and get Joe DeVito in here?
Aside from what I've already said, I would say that Your assessment of Brad is very correct.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Binary.
Brad comes in and he's either like, I need to get this done and I need you to leave. Or he's like, what? Just hang out and talk for a little bit. Where are you going?
Okay, Jerry. Do the peanuts.
Who are these peanuts?
All right. Let's take a quick break. Joe DeVito is going to come in the studio. We'll hit some of the top headlines and see what Christmas is like for Joe DeVito, see if he's a big Christmas guy. And I definitely want to know what he thinks about George Santos. Come join us on the Annie Frey YouTube channel today. It's going to be a fun day. X's and O's at 2 o'clock. A little extra merriment. We're going to put some ornaments on the Christmas tree to get it a little more festive here in the studio. We want you to come watch and join the conversation. Joe DeVito in studio when we come back.
Hands are just like
My mother will start to worry.
You're listening to The Annie Frey Show on St. Louis's home for conservative talk. Find the podcast, on-demand audio, and more at 971talk.com/Annie.
Just to have
I'll
a drink
put
more.
some records on while I
The
pour.
neighbors might
Baby, it's bad out there.
say what's in this
No
drink.
cabs to be had out there.
I wish I knew
Your eyes are
how
like starlight
to
now.
break this spell.
Is your car still under warranty?
No, not anymore.
My mechanic just suggested an extended service plan from Ox Car Care.
Ox Car Care?
Yeah, Ox will cover repair bills if anything happens to the car. New brakes, transmission, AC, or engine problems. Plus, Ox Car Care offers free oil changes, tire rotation, and roadside assistance.
Wait, you pay nothing on repairs? Ox gets it fixed? Free oil changes, free tire rotation, and free roadside assistance?
Yeah, you don't pay. Ox pays. Ox even has a 30-day money-back guarantee and is A+ rated on the BBB. They handle their claims from start to finish, unlike those other warranty companies.
The last thing I need is an unexpected car repair bill. I'm calling Ox Car Care now.
Call Ox Car Care for your free quote. 800-224-9174. Ask about senior and military discounts. Don't get stuck with a major car repair bill. Call Ox Car Care. 800-224-9174. 800-224-9174. Or go to oxcarcare.com.
This station is now conducting a test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test.
I was having a lot of sinus infections. My sinuses were clogged, pressure, headaches.
Linda suffered for years with chronic sinus infections.
You don't feel like doing anything. When you feel like your head is completely clogged, all you want to do is just lay down and sleep. And the pressure, it's just not fun, always walking around with a headache.
Now, her issues are gone. How? A minimally invasive procedure done in the office of St. Louis Sinus Centers called balloon sinuplasty.
I really did not know what it was like to feel like you're really breathing and not being so clogged up. I would do it again in a heartbeat, and I would definitely recommend it for someone else.
Do you suffer with chronic sinus infections, facial pain, pressure, congestion? Find out if balloon sinuplasty is the solution for you. Set an appointment today with St. Louis Sinus Centers. Call 314-332-2885. 314-332-2885. That's 314-332-2885.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-652-5241 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-652-5241. That's 800-652-5241. What do you have to lose? Call 800-652-5241. Again, 800-652-5241.
Mark Cox here. Join me in supporting the Jewish Federation's Blue Ribbon campaign. The Blue Ribbon symbolizes support for the safe return of all 240 hostages taken by Hamas terrorists and unites you with the people of all religions and races and nationalities in telling the people of Israel they're not alone. Every dollar donated goes to saving lives and providing support in Israel. Visit jfedstl.org to learn more and donate. That's jfedstl.org.
You're listening to the Annie Frey Show live from the Air Comfort Service Heating, Cooling, and Insulation Studio. Air Comfort Service is celebrating 54 years of residential and commercial service, maintenance, and installation of heating and cooling systems. Get in your comfort zone. Visit aircomfortservice.com.
Brian Kilmeade has done it again. Teddy and Booker T, how two Americans blazed a path for racial equality, highlights a key moment in American history. You can get a personalized copy of Teddy and Booker T at 971talk.com. This is the Annie Frey Show.
Welcome back to the Annie Frey Show. Happy Friday. Always great to say that. It's 12:27 here in St. Louis. And we have our friend Joe DeVito in studio with us. Joe, happy birthday.
Thank you.
That's not even made up.
It's true.
Or, I mean, actually, I don't really know that. Can I see your license?
I could be lying.
You could be.
Sure. That's why I just get free cake everywhere I go. Tell them it's my birthday every day.
That is, Ryan's going to write that down.
I don't know why I haven't done that. That's actually a great idea. Go to Applebee's. Hey, it's my birthday again.
Yeah,
You're just
no
here
joke.
last week, sir.
Last night was the California versus Florida debate, but you were on stage at the Funny Bone, which
Yes,
seemed
so
like the right choice.
I miss it. Yeah, there's only so much I can take of Gavin Newsom. I just, if you could just show me reverting to his normal lizard form, I would be happy.
That was a frequent comment that I was seeing. It's like this dude is not, he's definitely not like us.
He's not.
There's something different.
Yeah, I did tweet in anticipation of it. I said the debate will show us which has more polish, DeSantis's boots or Gavin's hair. So that's my contribution.
That's great. I haven't heard what the the results were on that. One of the things that really stuck out to me, it was really impactful to me, is when Ron DeSantis, from the inside of his suit coat, pulls out a map of where people are pooping in public in San Francisco.
Yes, I believe that they call that the San Francisco treat now. What better sign do you have that a city or a culture has completely fallen? Because I've watched so many zombie movies.
Yeah.
I've watched so many, and at no point did we think there's going to be a lot of poop.
I mean, that might change people's minds.
It could be. Now I get it.
All of the amazing data points that Sean Hannity brought last night, all of the different things that were discussed that were factual, and then all of the ignoring of it that Gavin Newsom did. I really think the DeSantis poop map is pretty impactful, honestly.
How do you argue against it? And it's weird that is in all the major cities too. And I see it, back home in New York, that walking down to catch the subway and seeing poop and thinking, you know what, I've seen that in the subway. You know what I've never seen? Dogs. So I think we know who's responsible for this.
Is that? I mean, yeah. In St. Louis, we've got some problems.
Yeah.
We've got some issues. I don't really see that, but I'll tell you what, people in St. Louis don't stick around the city. A lot of people who are here, work here, they get out. They go to the suburbs. But when I hear people who spend a lot of time in New York, which you certainly do, it's just part of a day.
It's
part of
amazing
a
what
Tuesday.
you can get used to. Yeah.
That's bizarre.
You'd think when you talk about low bars, human excrement, I don't know if there's much lower than you can go with that.
How do I mean, you're at Fox News and you are on Gutfeld and you are around all these people who are covering the news every day, but then you're a citizen who's walking the streets of St. Louis. Like, how do you feel about that not being a top key issue?
Yeah. What else do you say? Like, well, let's not talk about that. We've got something more important that needs to be dealt with. And I think, unfortunately, it just shows that it shows, like I said, what you can get used to and what you can get people used to. And I don't even know how people. I don't even like using the bathroom in my friends' houses, let alone to think like, well, here I'm at the corner of 8th Avenue and 42nd Street. Let me get comfy.
Yeah.
Although I've seen it happen.
Really?
Yeah, I saw it once in Penn Station. And you know what it is? Your mind tries to protect you from that.
Yeah.
And that you'll see it in process and you'll think, oh, it's almost as if, oh, no, this is not as if, this is.
You see this park right here?
I knew that's what you were doing.
Just to the south is Soldiers Memorial, correct?
Yeah.
Beautiful memorial. That tree right there, that's the poop tree.
It is nice.
It's a beautiful, it's well fertilized. The grass is very green right there.
That's why the leaves are still on just that one.
Yeah. I think for me, it was the first time I saw a turd in midair that I thought,
You never really think about it that way.
You don't, because you realize it's got to go from one location to the next. But, what is it they say? It's the journey, not the destination.
They do say that.
I don't know if they were talking about poop. It's pretty wild. I think about raising children. I've got 4 kids myself. The youngest is 2.5. That sounded like sympathies. Thank you. One of them is 2.5, and we're talking about getting her potty trained. And I just think to myself, like, poop is something you deal with as a parent of small children in diapers, and you look forward to the day where you don't have to think about the journey, and it just kind of goes, and you don't really know about it anymore. You know it still happens, but you're not thinking about it. In my house, if my child were pooping all over my house, that would be priority numero uno. There would be no like, yes, I need to teach them how to do math. That's a big deal. There are things that they're going to need to learn. But first, poop.
Yeah. I can't imagine the child is, pooping in the hallway, and you're going to say, well, your coloring's a little outside the line, so let's get down to brass tacks here if we could. That would be, if the child was not cooperating, I would say, your child is now going to be starved. I'm not going to keep feeding the problem here until you learn to straighten up and fly right.
Yeah, there's some basics to how you address problems that apparently places like San Francisco and New York City just don't have the same priorities. I guess that's just the way it is. George Santos expelled from Congress. I don't know what it's like to be in New York and to have George Santos. I don't know if you're near his district or if you live near his district, but what do you think about this guy?
I have a great deal of respect for George Santos.
He's committed.
He's committed to the bit that he completely leaned into. I don't want someone to lie to me a little bit. I want them to go for it.
Yeah.
I was really impressed with his reimbursement scam, where it was something that if you spent over $150, they would ask questions. So everywhere he went, he spent like $149.99.
Like the criminals in California.
Yeah, all his receipts were coming in no matter where he went. It was 1 cent underneath. So I respect that commitment to corruption, but also being extremely stupid at the same time. That you can't hand in receipts for the exact same amount and think, oh, I've solved the matrix here when it comes to ripping people off on lunch expenses.
Yeah, it's like the California criminals with their calculators while they're robbing Walgreens to make sure they stay. What is it, like $1,000 or something like that? That you'll get in trouble for that. But 900 and something.
Oh, it's like Supermarket Challenge.
It's a game.
Like,
it's a game show.
That extra container of AIM toothpaste put me over. Try again.
Floor drops out. Republicans decide on principle, the right thing to do is get this guy out of there. Now, the question, when Democrats, everybody always says Democrats stick together, come hell or high water. Do you think either of these parties are doing it right? How do you feel about Republicans saying, no, we have drawn our line here and he needs to go?
Well, I know it's a pipe dream. I would love if we had some sort of coalition government, because what coalition governments are really good at is creating gridlock so the government's not able to do anything. So I would love to have just some other way that we castrate the government so that it's not able to do these things that it wants to do, this acquisition and flexing of power. So I never want to be in the position of, do I choose the corrupt Republican over the corrupt Democrat? It's unfortunate that it's come down to that. But you have to give George Santos credit for his versatility, that you'd never think that you would have a gay, fake Jewish drag queen Republican, completely making up his college career, completely making up his sport. I mean, it's just a level of sociopathy that you think you have to tip your hat to it.
That's one option.
Yeah.
That is definitely one option. We've got Joe DeVito here in studio with us on the Annie Frey Show. He's a writer, he's a comedian, and he is at the Funny Bone this weekend. So you need to go get your tickets. I guarantee it's a great time. A fun way, go out and grab some dinner and then enjoy the evening laughing along with Joe DeVito. You can go to stlfunnybone.com and get your tickets, bring friends, have a great time. I love going to the Funny Bone. You had a couple shows already, is that right?
Yeah, one show last
One
night,
show?
and we're in the groove. We're having a good time.
What is it like to, we kind of discussed before we went on the air, there are some really heavy things going on in the world.
Yeah.
We need to balance that out for our own psychology.
Yeah.
What's it like to know how grave the situation is in some areas in the world and in some areas in the country, but still understand we need to make people laugh and people do need to see humor in things.
Yeah, and if people come to see me, I keep things light and silly, and I always have thought that was a big part of, people come out to laugh. They don't come out for a lecture, and that's one of the things that I get annoyed where, who was the one? Hannah Gadsby had that special years ago, which was so dreadful. And just talking about the trauma she's been in through in her life. And they really try to spin it as saying, it's a new kind of comedy where you don't laugh.
Oh.
And I thought, well, that sounds like a winner.
Yeah.
That we used to call that bad comedy. So I think I'll pass on that newfangled cutting edge version and go back to the one where you go up, you say your jokes, you connect with the audience, and you try and have a good time, and we really need that now.
Do you feel like you get the temperature of like actual real America? Because boy, what gets shoved at us from pundits, and I mean, we're all in the media. We're maybe part of the problem on some days, maybe part of the solution on others. But when I talk to people in my life, they're all frustrated about the same things.
Yeah.
And they vote differently.
Yeah. I think that's why the things that on the coast especially that we think matter to people are worried about the price of groceries. They're worried about keeping their family safe. They're worried about crime, and they're worried about the border. I think those are the biggest issues. And of course, it goes to they want to keep us fighting with each other, and they want to keep us distracted. So they're throwing endless nonsense at us. And that's one of the things I like about when I leave New York. I realize, this is how normal people live their lives. They're not arguing over this nonsense that, to be in New York this past week, the people are disrupting a Christmas tree ceremony. I mean, although I do think it was a mistake to have one of the sponsors be Islamic Jihad. I do think that was a bad call.
Yeah, there are just so many options to choose that one. So are you a big Christmas guy?
Not really, because someone having a birthday in December, historically you get, one gift and 2 cards. It's a bit of a ripoff. I mean, it makes me wonder how Jesus felt.
Really?
I mean, his birthday's on Christmas.
The same day.
Right?
My son's birthday is the day after Christmas. My water broke at 7 a.m. the day after Christmas.
So close to having a holy child.
I know. Yeah, so close.
Really got ripped off on the frankincense and don't get me started on the myrrh.
Did you grow up not loving the birthday being so close to Christmas? Was it always a bummer? Did people convince you it was a bummer?
I think it's better if you have a summer birthday, because then you get the best of both. But for me, horoscopes are always weird because my mother is also a Sagittarius.
Yeah.
So what, are we both going to win the lottery? I knew that no matter how good they said it was going to be, I thought, that's also going to happen to my mom. What are the odds?
Yeah, what are the odds for sure? Well, we appreciate you coming in here. We always love connecting with you and especially the comedians from Fox News, because what we do on a daily basis, talking about global events and things that are plaguing this country, the laughter is so important, and it's very important specifically for our show to take it light. And when you come into town, everyone writes to us after they go see your shows, and they just love it.
No, that's good to hear. And they can hit me up on Venmo directly. They don't need to go through, I don't know what kind of...
Like if they can't even make it to the event tonight, they could
I'll accept food, snacks,
support you.
Take, maybe a nice clean pair of socks.
It is his birthday, people.
I didn't know you could Venmo chips and socks.
Well, the
it's
cost
something
of.
we're working on
Really?
now.
Okay.
If you'd like to just send nudes. Does that make it easier for everyone?
George Santos is free, I heard. Joe DeVito in studio here with us, but at the Funny Bone this weekend, your tickets are a click away. Go to stlfunnybone.com. Anything else you want people to know if they come out to see your show, what they're going to get?
Just the usual. Have a good time, enjoy it, and if you're a buxom woman on the way out, just kind of hit me with one of your breasts. That's all I ask for. Just a glance
and a pair of
glance.
socks. Fantastic. That's all you need to know. Merry Christmas, happy birthday, Joe DeVito. We appreciate you being in here. Go to stlfunnybone.com and get your tickets. Take friends, make a night of it. You will be very, very pleased with the experience. If you've never been to the Funny Bone, I know there are a lot of people out here going like, that sounds like fun, but I've never done that. Stop it. Go have fun. Go treat yourself. Enjoy an evening of laughing with friends, with your loved ones. You will thank me later. Joe DeVito, thank you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, and happy holidays to everybody.
Yep, you as well. Let's take a quick break. Weekends America when we come back.
The Annie Frey Show is streaming online. Watch us live on YouTube and subscribe.
Mark Cox here. Join me next spring on a beautiful trip to Italy. This is going to be great. We're going to fly into Rome. We are going to get on a bus and travel south to the Abbey of Monte Cassino, maybe Italy's best kept secret. It looks like something out of a picture book. We'll visit Puglia. We'll go to Caserta. We're going to spend several days in Sorrento. You'll have an opportunity to visit the ruins in Pompeii, and then Positano, which is on the Amalfi Coast and absolutely one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. I can tell you, my wife and I have been there, and we can't wait to go back. You can even take a high-speed jet foil over to the Isle of Capri, which has some tremendous historic Roman ruins on it that you can visit while you're there. $53.67 a person. That includes your airfare from the St. Louis area. Call them toll-free at 888-733-9494. That's 888-733-9494 or conservativetours.com.
How would you like to come home to a bartender who will fix you any cocktail you want?
I'll have an old-fashioned.
I'll have a margarita.
Now you can with the Bartesian Home Cocktail Maker. Bartesian is a sleek machine the size of a coffee maker that makes premium cocktails at the touch of a button. Choose from over 50 different cocktails, from classics to the most exotic premium cocktails served in the best bars today. You'll always get freshly mixed, perfectly balanced cocktails with the Bartesian Cocktail Maker. And now, get Bartesian's best holiday deal ever when you go to bartesian.com/sips. Entertaining? The Bartesian is ideal for parties. No need to stock all kinds of individual mixers for complicated recipes. Every guest gets the cocktail of their choice in seconds. The Bartesian makes a wonderful gift for anyone who loves a fine premium cocktail. Now get Bartesian's best holiday deal ever. It's available right now only at bartesian.com/sips. That's BARTESIAN.com/sips for Bartesian's best holiday deal ever. Only at bartesian.com/sips.
AMCO presents Bet You Didn't Know.
Bet you didn't know that your car's transmission is made up of 800 pieces. Also, bet you didn't know that AMCO's fixed over 40 million transmissions, and that AMCO offers a nationwide warranty.
AMCO offers easy payment plan options for most any credit situation, so you can fix it fast and pay it off slow at AMCO.
That's AMCO, AA, MCO.
If you owe the IRS, you have a legal issue, and you need the Lance Drury Law Firm. We'll protect your rights. Log on at lancedrurylaw.com or call us toll-free at 888-367-6512.
YouTube live chat poll of the day is who on this show is the jolliest? Leah, Ryan, Brad, or Annie? That is my official read. I am not trying to influence that poll at all. It is 12:43.
Obviously.
Also, by the way, Ask Me Anything coming up in the middle of the next hour, so stick around for that, and also let us know what you want to know about us, the show, whatever. That's Ask Me Anything, #AMA if you're in the chat. It is 12:44 now. This time check is sponsored by Jerry Kelly Heating and Air Conditioning.
It's time for a $98 furnace tune-up.
Conservative solutions, objective conclusions. For news and opinion, this is St. Louis's home for conservative talk. 97.1 FM Talk. This is the Annie Frey Show. Interact with Annie on Facebook. The Annie Frey Show.
that means. It is the Bee or not the Bee. The Babylon Bee is a satire website that publishes satirical, farcical news stories.
And
yet,
predictions.
and yet some of them come true. Yeah, I didn't know that's where we're going with this. But that is true that sometimes that they say things about a year ahead of time. And then you go, oh, the Babylon Bee said that would happen. These are stories as of this week. Some of them are Babylon Bee headlines. Some of them are not. Some of them are real news headlines. I'm going to read you the headline. You got to tell me whether or not you think it's real or the Bee or not the Bee. First one. Texas birds renamed over links to colonialism, slavery, and racism.
Texas birds.
Real.
That sounds real to me.
We started with a real story this week. The group said it is taking on efforts to address past wrongs in the naming process. For example, excluding Black and Indigenous people when naming birds or honoring historical figures linked to slavery and racism. Quote, there is power in a name, and some English bird names have associations with the past that continue to be exclusionary and harmful today. We need a much more inclusive and engaging scientific process that focuses attention on the unique features and beauty of the birds themselves, said the AOS president Colleen Handel in a press release. Everyone who loves and cares about birds should be able to enjoy and study them freely.
So wait a second. So birds need to be named to honor our nation's heritage?
They need to include other backgrounds in their names of the birds.
But we have other representation in like sporting events and landmarks and stuff like that are of Native American heritage, and those we need to change to be white.
I think you're tracking right. So we need to get rid of them in most arenas, but when it comes to birds, they actually are going so far as to say they will change all English bird names, regardless of whether the person that might be associated with that bird's history was ethical or not.
Never thought about why a chickadee is called a chickadee before.
No, I haven't either, but I'm glad to know that it's possible that you could have been engaged in some sort of, quote, in their words, derogatory or culturally unsuitable reference.
Is there any possibility at all that these people on these crusades aren't pathetically miserable people every day? I mean, I'm not talking about like to be around. I'm just saying when they wake up in the morning, they are sad and angry.
No, that's not possible. They are. Yeah, they are absolutely devastatingly miserable all the time. Because if this is your crusade...
imagine fixing this and going, that's better.
Yeah. The organization hopes that the renaming process, and they're going to rename like 80 bird species that has nothing to do with Texas. They just, like, it's a Texas story. So they were focusing on the Texas aspect of this. But 80 bird species found in the U.S. and Canada, they're going to rename and will make birding more inclusive and promote ways to counter the decline of the bird species by renaming them.
Okay. Next.
Newsom DeSantis debate. Oh, this is earlier in the week, by the way. This is like from Wednesday or Tuesday. Newsom DeSantis debate to be sponsored by U-Haul.
That's got to be the B.
That's what I was going to say. It's the B.
It's the B. It's a perfect partnership, said marketing executive Phil Sneddon. If there's any company or product that stands to gain the most from a debate between the governors of California and Florida, it's U-Haul. From our conversations with the sponsor, they're expecting a record number of calls from potential customers in California once they hear what life is like in Florida. The much-anticipated debate, which has been in the works for months, is expected to serve as the most persuasive argument yet to convince lovers of American freedom to flee the oppressive totalitarian regime in the communist territory once known as California. All right.
That point was made last night by Ron DeSantis. He did call out the fact that California ran out of U-Hauls. To me, it's like, guy, the whole time. How much of it did you watch?
The majority.
Did you watch it last night?
Well, sorry, I listened to it because I didn't have a cable provider.
That's a huge difference.
Okay. Well, I did watch clips, but
I mean, it is a huge difference to watch the duration of Gavin Newsom going like this. It's radio. You can't hear this, but it's.
Oh, I heard that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Here's how. Let me explain this for you. First of all, greasy hair. Second of all, tall, smug. I'm better than everybody in this room, and I know it. Attitude. Third of all, You are looking at Ron DeSantis, and then you close your eyes and you half smirk, kind of like the Joker, and then you shake your head and nod your head back and forth, and then, furrow your eyebrows and look at the camera like, this guy. But Ron DeSantis is like, you ran out of U-Hauls. People are pooping on your streets.
Yeah.
Here's a picture of a genderqueer book that is able to be found in elementary school libraries, and you protect the teachers' right to do this over the parents' right to keep their kids from this. And it's just shake your head and just made me so mad. It made me there were several times that I yelled at the television.
Yeah. Well, watching what I did watch when I would see Newsom try to make a point, and I heard these too, but when he would make a point about, you've banned books. I loved when he was like, you banned this book and this book. And he goes, no, we didn't. No, we didn't. We didn't ban any of those books.
All of Ron DeSantis' retorts were, that's a lie.
Yeah. And they were.
Yes.
Like fact-checkable lies.
Yeah.
Next headline, Disney awarded defense contract after producing more bombs than Lockheed Martin.
I saw this and I almost shared it on our Facebook page. I'm like, no, people are going to be so mean to me. I'm just not going to do it. But thanks for bringing it up here. Go on.
You're welcome. After awarding large defense contracts to industry mainstays like Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, Northrop Grumman, and Honeywell, officials within the Pentagon were shocked and impressed to discover the long line of devastating bombs produced by Disney in recent years.
Not wrong.
We thought we knew where to find the biggest bombs, said General Richard Thornbody. But when we saw the trail of destruction Disney has been leaving in its wake with these bombs, we knew we had to forge a relationship with them. There's a quote from Bob Iger just saying this is a momentous day for our company.
Let me check my stock price right now, and I'm not even joking.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
Please. All right, next one. This is number 4. Top gender-neutral baby names for 2024 revealed.
I think I'm gonna go real.
Yeah, I'm leaning real as well.
This is real.
Okay. Gender neutral.
And they are apparently some of the top names going into the year are more gender neutral. It says from New York Post, says from Waylon to Madison, experts are sharing the baby names that parents are expected to christen their newborns with come 2024.
Waylon?
The way things are going with more acceptance of non-binary people, it says.
How do you spell Waylon?
Waylon. And then Madison, though, is Maddison.
Sure it is.
In this article. It says that here are some of the ones that I pulled just because I thought, I guess those go both ways now, boy or girl. Jade, June, Lark, Lotus, Morgan.
I don't think June as a male, I think that is old.
It is.
I don't think that that's like a new thing. I think that I know somebody whose middle name is June.
You know what's interesting is the name Sandy. That's a very, very old male name that became a female name. Willow, Winter, Blair, Capri.
Oh, Lord.
And Carmen. There you go. Real story.
Will you ever hear the word name Carmen and not think of Carmen?
San Diego?
Yeah. Where is it? I don't even know. Wait, was that a she?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Did it trick you?
I never found her. I didn't know.
You didn't know.
Looking for the wrong person the whole time.
I thought I was looking for a dude.
That's why you couldn't. You were so bad.
She's gonna go back and look at those books. Like it's obvious.
Yeah, she probably tried to help me find him.
They did an SNL sketch about that once. That was, where in the world is San Diego, California? And the people were like, it's right there on the map. It's marked. I can see it. Here, next headline: Chicago mayor blames migrant crisis on far-right January 6th people who won't accept the results of the Civil War.
Ooh, that sounds plausible. I think it's yes. I'm saying that is tragically true.
Tragically real.
It is very, very real. I just pulled the quote. I didn't even need the article. Here's the quote, direct from Brandon Johnson. Quote, everyone knows that, and this is in regards to the migrant crisis facing Chicago. Everyone knows that the right-wing extremism in this country has targeted democratically ran cities, and quite frankly, they've been very...
Does it say democratically ran?
That's what it says. Democratically ran cities, and quite frankly, they've been very intentional about going after democratically ran cities that are led by people of color. So this is Republicans' fault that Chicago has a migrant crisis. Next story.
I thought it was from the Civil War.
I mean, it was all over the place.
What
I
am
pulled
supposed-
one quote.
what do I need to do now?
Yeah.
Like, what can I do?
What do you do?
How do I solve this problem?
He's blaming Republicans for targeting Democrat cities by not living there, I guess, and then pointing out how poorly they're run. Not exactly sure what you're supposed to do with that. Let's see. Democrats nominate fallen national Christmas tree for presidential run.
Has to be the B.
The Democratic Party has officially nominated the toppled national Christmas tree for president of the United States. Fallen Tree 2024, shouted frenzied Democrat voters as the nominee
I'd
was
vote for that
unveiled.
tree over Joe Biden, and I wouldn't even be ashamed of it.
People chanted, fall, fall, fall. We love Joe, said one member of the committee who asked to remain anonymous. But we've seen him showing his age. Fallen Tree is still in its prime and shows every bit of the inability to stay upright as President Biden. Moving from the Biden administration to the Christmas tree administration would be quite seamless.
What a tragedy.
That one was the B,
The presidency and that tree. Both sad. We're here to make you happy. Who on the show is the jolliest? We need your vote in the Annie Frey YouTube live chat poll. Do you want to cast your vote for Leah, Ryan, Brad, or myself? Go vote and be sure to give us a comment as to why you voted, how you voted. We'll give you the results at the end of the show. When we come back, we're going to make some 2024 predictions. Don't go away.
Retired or retiring soon? How much money do you need to live comfortably? Retirement Planners of America is here for you. Would you like to have financial peace of mind? Here's how. Step 1. Find out the amount of money you'll need to retire. Step 2. Have a plan to get there. Step 3. Make sure that plan can take advantage of market gains but protect you from market losses. Discover how to do all three with a free consultation at 800-508-6108. That's 800-508-6108.
All investments involve risk, including losses. Past performance does not guarantee future results.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Mark Cox here. You're not alone if you think when you hear an ad saying, we'll buy your home for cash, you're just a few short minutes away from a lowball offer, right? Well, I was talking with Gloria Liu from Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. Here's what she said. It's crucial to know the truth about those cash offer companies. You spend years earning equity in your home. You decide you need to sell it. A cash investment company buys your home for 15% below market value, puts a little TLC into it, then sells it for 10% above its original true market value. Here's what I can say. Gloria Liu's different. She has multiple cash buyers who bid against each other, giving you the highest cash offer to choose from. Zero hassle, no showings, and close quickly. Learn more. Get multiple cash offers today by calling Gloria Liu at 314-325-6888. That's 314-325-6888. Or visit GloriaHasTheBuyers.com. That's GloriaHasTheBuyers.com.
Conditions apply. Gloria and seller must agree on price and possession date.
Stewart's American Mortgage is the home of the Bagel Loan, and while you were looking at your finances going into the end of this year, Stewie can help you get, especially if it's one of your New Year's resolutions, to get your finances in order, maybe that credit card debt in order. Consider a refinance with Stewart's American Mortgage. The Bagel Loan is there to help you. So if you go through and do a mortgage refinance and use the Bagel Loan, you're not going to pay any fees that other lenders are going to charge you for. No closing costs. This is a very smart move if you've got very high interest credit card debt, which credit card debt is astronomical in this country right now. If that includes you, don't be ashamed of it. Only be ashamed if you choose not to do anything about it. Stewie can help you. Call him or text him at 314-324-4440. That's 314-324-4440. Of course, he's going to be very discreet. He's going to walk you through how he can help you get ahead of this problem. If you're looking to buy a home, you can use the Bagel Loan as well there. You're going to get a great rate, and you're going to be able to get it done in less than 2 weeks with the Bagel Loan. No closing costs. 314-324-4440. Google the Bagel Loan, NMLS number 226715.
KFTK FM Florissant. An Odyssey station.
He's
He's now a former congressman. Lisa Brady, Fox News. New York Republican George Santos expelled from Congress in a House vote that wasn't close, 311 to 114. He's under indictment and more recently was accused in an ethics committee report of tapping campaign funds for personal use.
Some Republicans opposed expulsion because Santos had not been convicted in court. They worried about the precedent it might set, but some of those arguments fell on deaf ears, especially among Republicans from New York who represent swing districts.
Fox's Chad Pergram on Capitol Hill. One of those lawmakers is New York Congresswoman Nicole Malliotakis.
Look, he will have his day in court as it relates to criminal charges and whether he will be going to jail. But as it relates to staying in this institution, we have seen enough. The Ethics Committee did its job.
A special election will be needed to fill the seat. Santos is just the sixth person to be expelled from the House. The U.S., Qatar, and Egypt hoping to find a path to restarting a truce in Gaza.
We remain intensely focused on getting everyone home, getting hostages back. It's something that I also worked on today. So we're still at this.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken, who's been holding meetings in the region this week. Israel says more than 130 hostages are still being held. Health officials in Gaza reporting at least 178 Palestinians killed since fighting resumed. She was a pioneer of the U.S. Supreme Court.
Retired Justice Sandra Day O'Connor died this morning in Phoenix. She was 93 years old. A statement from the Supreme Court says O'Connor had advanced dementia, probably Alzheimer's, and a respiratory illness. O'Connor was nominated to the High Court in 1981 by President Reagan, becoming the first woman Associate Justice. She retired in 2006.
Fox's Jared Halpern in Washington. Chief Justice John Roberts calls O'Connor a daughter of the American Southwest who blazed an historic trail. America is listening to Fox News.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Hey St. Louis, brace yourself for the ultimate holiday deal with Consumer Cellular. Snag an incredible 50% off the Iris Flip when you buy before December 17th, making it only $34.50. The Iris Flip is all the phone and camera you need with a user-friendly design, the perfect flip phone companion. Plus, you'll get nationwide coverage and always free activation. Don't miss out. Head to one of our 4 retail locations in your area and seize this deal this holiday season.
Air Comfort Service, heating, cooling, and insulation. Weather.
Chief Meteorologist Dave Murray.
The clouds are going to hang tough because there's another weak little system coming in right behind. So mostly cloudy skies going through our Friday afternoon, windy and 55. Still, clouds tonight, 38. Saturday, a mix of clouds and sunshine. Emphasis on the clouds, 48. Some more rain, all rain Saturday night, 38. Sunday, maybe a spot shower in the morning, but otherwise partly sunny and 52. This is 97.1 FM Talk. Chief Meteorologist Dave Murray.
Join me, Mark Reardon, and the 97.1 FM Talk team for a night of purpose at the inaugural Give Back Trivia Night on January 5th at the Moolah Shrine Center. Be a beacon of hope for children. Reserve your table now at 971talk.com/events.
If anybody should have dental anxiety, it's me. I have very, very deep roots to my teeth, so it's really hard to get numb when I go into the doctor. If you have any sort of dental anxiety, whether it's real over something like that or just perceived because you've always just been weirded out by dentists, Dr. Ty Parker is going to take care of you. He has with me for years, and I love to see him because I know that he is going to not only treat me well, but just the whole staff there makes it so easy. I've mentioned before that they have appointments all the way up till 7 p.m. a couple days a week, and then they open early on other days. So depending on what your schedule is, if you're listening right now because you work a different schedule than most, he can accommodate that. So give them a call. Go to fountainsfamilydentistry.com. That's where you start. Their phone number is 618-622-1800. Give them a call there and set up an appointment. That's the hardest part, isn't it? Just getting it on the schedule, and then everything from there is going to be very, very easy for you. They're located in Fairview Heights, Illinois. fountainsfamilydentistry.com.
How would you like to make no mortgage payments until next year? Are you tired of making minimum payments on high-interest credit cards? Is student loan repayment giving you the blues? Your home equity is at an all-time high. Use that equity to save hundreds every month. Call 314-567-GOLD now and give yourself a payment break. That's 314-567-GOLD. Or visit goldenoaklending.com. NMLS 114937.
Attention business owners, this is John Souza, CEO of ERTC.com. The Employee Retention Tax Credit Program provides up to $26,000 per W-2 employee. If you're confused about the ERTC program, stop right now. Don't fall for false promises. The bottom line, there is no such thing as guaranteed eligibility. Being innovative with taxes can lead to an audit. All ERTC companies are not the same. The easiest way to know if a company is non-compliant is to ask one simple question. Is the CPA working on my file a W-2 employee of your company? If not, stop right now. Contact ERTC.com. IRS compliance is not an option. At ERTC.com, everything is done in-house by expert CPAs, and there's no cost to get started.
Get your free refund information now. 800-200-4230. 800-200-4230. 800-200-4230. That's 800-200-4230.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertisements.
STL Today is named Under Law 2023's best St. Louis law firm. We'll continue to make a difference, one case at a time.
When you're injured, call Under Law at 314 or 618-9000000.
Hey, it's Mark Reardon. If you're nearing retirement or already retired, call my friends Thomas Helbig and Bob Kershaw with the Retirement Advisory Group. They'll show you how linking to the market is much safer than owning the market for your retirement savings. They're the official financial advisors of my show. Go to retirementkey.com.
This hour of the Annie Frey Show is brought to you by Ruler Foods. Low prices, no coupons. Ruler Foods.
That is exactly what I needed to hear.
Thank God someone here knows what they're talking about.
That's us. That's right. Gotta love this American ride.
All right, you need to take the time and get the full picture.
Come on, turn the radio on. It's Saturday and I won't be long.
Don't get me wrong. I love the ladies. I mean, they rev my engine, but they don't belong in the newsroom. It is Anchor Man, not Anchor Lady.
What do you want from me? I'm not America's sweetheart.
Goodness sake, kid. Keep your voice down. Your father's listening to the radio.
I'm not America's sweetheart.
This is the Annie Frey Show.
Welcome back to the Annie Frey Show. Happy Friday. Grateful to be here with you this afternoon. A reminder, Joe DeVito is in town. You see him on Gutfeld. He writes a lot of the comedy for Gutfeld, and he's in town at the St. Louis Funny Bone. So go to stlfunnybone.com and get your tickets before they are sold out. You will not be disappointed. Last night we got to watch the Newsom-DeSantis debate. And the poll question for yesterday was who would win, California or Florida? Brad, in your estimation from what you saw, first of all, how much of it did you watch and how did you consume it?
I think I watched all of it, but 15 minutes, the first 15 minutes, because I was at a wake or viewing before that, but I watched it on delay. So I would say that to me, initially, I was like, this is kind of a toss-up. But then as it went on, DeSantis just bulldozed Newsom. The problem Newsom faced was he had to argue against facts, and that wasn't working out well for him. So all he could do is either lie or obfuscate.
There definitely was an avoidance of actually giving definitive answers. Like if you were taking notes because what you were watching was a lecture of some kind, and the question that you had, Sean Hannity's question on your paper, and, this is this statistic in Florida, this is this statistic in California. Governor Newsom, how do you explain the out-migration of people in California? As a student, you would not know what to write down as his answer because he didn't answer the question over and over and over again. But here's how I know that I'm going to just say Ron DeSantis didn't lose yesterday because I'm not 100% sure what Ron DeSantis wins if he wins. But here's how I know that Ron DeSantis didn't lose. Because as smarmy and as slick and as gross as Gavin Newsom was during the course of the debate, towards the end, Gavin Newsom got mean.
Yeah.
He chastised Ron DeSantis for saying Kamala Harris instead of Kamala Harris, and he went full-on elitist snob towards Ron DeSantis. The point that Ron DeSantis was making, again, Gavin Newsom sidestepped it and did the political thing where he doesn't answer a question. He just says something that he wants you to take home and remember. He got mean. And whenever people start to get mean, that means the substance of the argument is no longer the priority. You feel like you got to go to the next level in order to win. And Gavin Newsom absolutely went there. What do you think about it?
I thought DeSantis won that debate easily. I thought there was no doubt that he did. In fact, I think even objectively, you watch the debate and you realize that they were forced to talk about issues and that Gavin Newsom just could not win on issues. He couldn't. He's very, very good at pulling up particular stats that, and anybody can do this. You carve out some sort of, this
like
year
radio
between
show hosts and demographical ratings.
Yeah, exactly.
We are first for people that are aged like 37 that are in the drive-through at Arby's.
Radio people do that all the time.
Yes.
And politicians do that. And he was doing that. He was saying, carving out certain stats about Florida versus California. But Hannity actually kind of saw that coming and put stats out there that he had to either defend or try to outright deny, and he just wasn't able to do that. So in that sense, you got to respect him for going into the lion's den, going into enemy territory, so to speak. But that said, Republicans do this all the time. Republicans go into enemy territory all the time in the media.
Called the media.
The media. And still at times, not every time, but at times still walk away the winners. You just watched, in my opinion, the absolute best Democrat debater in the country, possibly, unless there's somebody out there that I don't know about, still go into that enemy territory, which you never see, and lose. And that is what we need to see, is people willing to do that. So good for Gavin Newsom, but you lost, buddy.
Yeah, I think Newsom definitely is a master debater and still managed to lose yesterday. So we're going to do a little thing here in the studio. I bought some ornaments for a Christmas tree. Where did I put mine? Is this it?
I don't know.
Probably.
Maybe.
I want to make predictions for 2024. Because there are things that we say regularly on the show. I think this is going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. And as we go through and have these conversations, I want to put it down. I want to go on record and make it live into 2024 and see what kind of predictions that we have that might come true, or maybe we're just wrong on it. And I mean, Brad and I will share content with Brad on a regular basis that maybe we put on the show, maybe we don't. We'll share things back and forth that doesn't go on the show. I make predictions regularly that don't go on the show.
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, Brad, didn't I tell me I said this out loud to you? And we will have exchanged thoughts prior to something happening. And we're like, yeah, we totally did call that. So we're each going to make predictions each Friday leading into Christmas here. And then we're going to keep these ornaments that we're riding on. And we're going to see in 2024 what comes true. And I'm going first. So my ornament here is Biden drops out. I think that Biden drops out of the presidential race. This shouldn't be new to anyone who's listening to the show, but I still think it. I do not think that he is going to be the nominee for the Democratic Party. It would be the greatest Christmas gift, I believe, if he were the nominee and continued to be the nominee. I just don't think it's going to happen. And I am very interested in the portion of the conversation that took place last night between Newsom and DeSantis. In that debate, the first thing that Gavin Newsom said was that he goes, the one thing I will tell you is that neither of us will be our party's nominee in 2024. That was the first thing he said. Then he went into talking about how great the Biden-Harris administration is. And I'm like, okay. And like Ron DeSantis seized on that immediately. He's like, that's what you need to know about Gavin Newsom. He's all in with Biden and Harris. He thinks that this is going great. Like that is a key point interest.
Yeah.
From the jump.
Yeah.
So my prediction is that Biden drops out. Leah, what's your prediction? We can make predictions as we go into the Christmas season. These predictions can be about anything. So what'd you pick?
Nothing political.
Nothing political. No, I love that.
No, this was the first thing that popped up in my head, honestly, because I was thinking about this recently, and I was like, it was a goal for 2023, and it didn't happen, and I was like, this is probably still not going to happen for 2024. But My goal for 2023 was fitness related. It was to learn how to do a handstand walk. And I practiced really hard throughout the year. And
was that yours too, Ryan?
It's not my turn. Leah, you can go ahead.
Do you need a new ornament,
Ryan, you need a marker?
I might.
And I worked really hard on it, but it didn't happen. And
Can
then
you do a handstand?
Life happened. Yes. Not a freestanding one, but I definitely can do a handstand.
You just need to learn how to freestand and walk.
Yeah.
Very useful trait. No, if you learn how to do this, it's going to be a video.
Well, yeah,
we're going to need to show.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this is for CrossFit, so it's not for my daily life.
You're not going to come to work that way.
But I mean, the amount of strength and balance that is needed to be able to do something like that is pretty significant.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here's to you and hoping that you get that done in 2024 and that we can do a lot of you walking around the office on your hands.
Even though I just predicted that it's not going to happen.
Wait, is your prediction that your goal doesn't come true? That's brilliant.
Yeah.
I need another ornament. I got a lot of these.
I just predicted that I still won't have handstand walks by 2024.
That is genius.
I know.
Why didn't any of the rest of us do this?
We've been doing New Year's resolutions all wrong.
Man. Here's what I really want to happen. And I know it won't. So that's what I'm going to write down.
That sounds like something I would do. All right, let's go with Brad. Brad, what do you got?
I said, and this one is political, I said Kamala becomes president in 2024.
Does that include her winning?
No, because that wouldn't be until 2025.
Well, that's what I wanted to clarify.
Yeah. So Kamala becomes president, which means that Joe Biden...
So we get to take my ornament first.
Yeah.
And then the next thing is, okay. How do you think it happens? Or no specifics? No specifics for the prediction, but
he's past the average lifespan age, and I could see Joe Biden passing away while in office, just of old age.
Well, that will be sad for the country in so many ways. So, all right, Ryan, your prediction?
Well, apparently I was thinking right along the lines with you guys, but opposite side of the coin. I'm holding it up right now. It just says it's Biden. As in, Biden will be the nominee in 2024.
Or
the nominee. I don't know that he wins, but I am going to say that he follows it all the way through. He's the nominee. He debates Trump. I mean, that doesn't have to be a part of this discussion, but that's what I think is going to happen. But I am going to put this ornament up that says that it will be Biden. And look, in stark contrast to you two.
Hold yours up too, Leah.
You guys have much better markers than
I
we
don't
do.
think you can read.
There you go.
I guess that's because we have better predictions.
Is that the way that works?
No, I'll hope yours look better. I'm more confident that Biden is not going to be the nominee than Trump. For sure. I think Trump is, if he is somehow or another not the nominee, he will bulldoze the whole thing. Which seems sad. But I think that's the path we're heading down.
It is weird going into a year where you have a sitting president who, I don't think you're alone in thinking that more people think that it's more likely that a different candidate would succeed him and the previous president would also be the nominee, if that makes any sense. It was probably a bunch of word salad, but I think you know what I mean. That Trump would be the guy more likely than the current sitting president would be the guy for his party. That's a rarity.
Will you transcribe that for me later?
No, I don't think so. Let's go ahead and just dump that, Brad.
Hey, my volume's down over here, Brad. Listen to Gavin Newsom last night talking about not being the nominee.
You in particular, Ron, are on a banning binge, a cultural purge, intimidating and humiliating people you disagree with. You and President Trump are really trying to light democracy on fire. So, Sean, there are profound differences tonight, and I look forward to engage them. But there's one thing in closing that we have in common is neither of us will be the nominee for our party in 2024.
There is absolutely zero weight towards Gavin Newsom saying that about himself, that should President Biden choose to step down and the entire foundation of the 2024 election shift, or like Brad said, that potentially he passes away or becomes incapacitated, there is 0% of what he said last night about not being the nominee that would preclude him from going, all right, I'll be the guy. None. If Gavin Newsom isn't in the running for being the nominee should Biden not be the guy, the Democrats are in a heap of trouble. And they know that. Gavin Newsom knows that. So right now he gets to slather it all on like, I'm not here to take anybody's place. Of course he's saying this stuff. It's politics. And when it happens, people are going to say, you said you weren't going to be the nominee. So what? I mean, literally, that is the end of it. So freaking what? Nobody cares. They're going to want Gavin Newsom to be the guy. They're not going to want J.B. Pritzker to be the guy. It's hilarious to me that he continues to be even a fraction of a part of the conversation about who is going to be the Democratic nominee. If J.B. Pritzker steps out of the, not the governor mansion, I don't know if he knows where that is, but wherever he lives in Chicago or in, when he goes to Wisconsin or even when he visits Florida, his place there, if J.B. Pritzker wants to step into the national spotlight, it's going to be a bloodbath against him. Although, does that end up being better for the state of Illinois? Let me ponder that a little bit. Coming to the Annie Frey Show, we want to know your vote on the YouTube live chat poll. Who on the show is the jolliest? Do you consider yourself to be a jolly person around the holidays, Ryan?
Yeah. I consider myself to be jolly most of the year, though. So
Do you think your family does?
Yeah, I think so.
On the jolly to Scrooge spectrum, you're heavy jolly?
I'm heavy jolly other than when I'm tired. And then I'm just I'm jolly in the background, but I'm just not participating because I'm just laying down.
Have you ever seen, you know what I'm talking about, when Ryan goes to pumpkin time? It's over. It's done. He gone. He out.
Wait, what's pumpkin time?
I can't tell you now. Ask Me Anything is next. You can ask me.
AMA, what is pumpkin time?
You can ask me in the next segment. If you have questions you want us to answer, go on to the YouTube live chat and vote. Did you put this song in after I gave that shirt?
No,
Are
that
you
was
kidding?
purely
Me?
coincidental.
Oh, I'm standing right now. I'm going to take us out.
I almost said something earlier when you gave him the shirt, and I was like,
oh man, what an accident.
Yeah.
Who's the jolliest? We need to know. We need to know why. We'll be right back.
This is the Annie Frey Show. Follow Annie on Twitter @Annie Frey Show.
This is the time of year when everyone is thinking of the perfect gift for the holidays. Mark Cox here. You know, something everyone will love, something that's easy to buy. We have that for you. It's called Sound Story. It's a professionally produced hour-long conversation with you, with one of your loved ones, who's interviewed by your choice of one of our professional interviewers, which includes me. It's a conversation that includes their experiences from childhood, their school, their career, maybe meeting that special someone, and all that they've experienced. With Sound Story, you or your loved one's voices and stories are saved for your family forever. Sound Story has a special holiday discount right now, 10% off all gift cards at mysoundstory.com. Just enter the promo code MARK now through Friday. That's Mark, M-A-R-C, at mysoundstory.com. Imagine a gift you'll never regret giving. Sound Story, for you, for them, forever.
Jewish Federation of St. Louis is inviting you to participate in joining the Blue Ribbon Campaign. If you have been wanting to participate in something that is a positive contribution to some of the most negative news that I've had in my lifetime of what's going on in Israel, just the absolute horrifying nature of what we have witnessed take place there, and you want to be a part of a solution, we have an opportunity for you. The Jewish Federation has the Blue Ribbon Campaign. It symbolizes support for the safe return of all of the hostages that have been taken by Hamas in Israel. Like you, I am horrified at these events, and the Blue Ribbon Campaign is a way that we can come together to support these people and to contribute in a meaningful way. Every dollar of your gift goes to legitimate, established, on-the-ground humanitarian nonprofits who are saving lives, who are rebuilding infrastructure, and also who are providing trauma relief. The work is just getting started, and you can be a part of making it happen by joining the Blue Ribbon Campaign. Every dollar donated at jfedstl.org will go to saving lives and providing support for Israel. Please join me in supporting the Blue Ribbon Campaign. Learn more at jfedstl.org.
You couldn't pick a worse time to sell your home. Sure, your home is worth a small fortune right now, but are you really going to swap your 2 or 3% current interest rate and pay 7 or 8% interest on a new house? No way. You don't have to with the Get Paid and Stay program from Truehold. This is ingenious. With the Get Paid and Stay program, Truehold will buy your home now at its best current value. You bank the cash and stay in your home until interest rates come back down, or as long as you like. It's your call. Plus, you won't have to pay property taxes, insurance, or upkeep anymore. Truehold pays those expenses. Learn about Truehold's Get Paid and Stay program. Call 1-855-300-9993 or visit Truehold.com. The smarter, faster way to cash out on your home's value without having to move. That's 1-855-300-9993 or visit Truehold.com.
Rhino Shield is far superior to even the best traditional exterior house paint. Rhino Shield is 8 to 10 times thicker than paint and comes with a 25-year transferable warranty. Rhino Shield is the only ceramic coating company that has been chosen by Disney, This Old House, and 3 times on HGTV's Curb Appeal, where every episode is concentrated on unpainted brick, bonds and seals to stucco, wood, hardy, block, color lock, masonite, and more. No better product for those steel aluminum-sided homes that have become, chalky and tired looking. We coat sloped and flat roofs to extend their lives too. After 15 years, we've got a great reputation and a superior product. As long as it's affordable, why wouldn't you do it? Before you make the costly mistake of painting with traditional paint, you'd be best served to call Rhino Shield today. We are the experts and our evaluations are free. 877-25-RHINO or 877-25rhino.com. Tell them, ladies.
Don't paint, don't Rhino, go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
You're listening to the Annie Frey Show live from the Air Comfort Service Heating, Cooling, and Insulation Studio. Air Comfort Service is proud to support Greater St. Louis Honor Flight. Sign your veteran up for the Honor Flight today at gsl.honorflight.org. And for heating services, visit aircomfortservice.com.
The Mark Reardon Show.
It's a big Friday afternoon show starting with the Reardon Roundtable at 3 and then Brian Kilmeade in town for the Kilmeade Christmas event live in studio in the 4 o'clock hour.
Weekdays from 3 to 6.
St. Louis's home for conservative talk.
Off in the sunset, I sweep the snow from my doorstep. I just
This is the Annie Frey Show.
It's like I'm
Follow Annie on Instagram at the Annie Frey Show.
I can feel it. Some say it moves like a spirit that falls on us once a year, like it came on a midnight clear. The soul of this season is a gift. When love came down to let us live, let's open up and let our hearts embrace this moment for Christmas this year.
You have to ask me nicely.
Don't make me beg here.
Ask me anything.
Tell me the truth!
Ask me anything. Ryan, you might ask me, I wonder what Jussie Smollett's been up to.
What's Jussie Smollett been up to?
An Illinois appeals court upheld actor Jussie Smollett's conviction for a staged hate crime in an opinion filed Friday. The decision was 2-1, with Justice David Navarro and Justice Mary Ellen Coughlin agreeing and Judge Lyle dissenting, according to court documents obtained by Fox News Digital. Smollett's legal team will file an appeal with the Supreme Court. Good thing they got nothing to do. Quote, we wish to highlight that the decision was divided, with Justice Lyle offering a detailed analysis in favor of Smollett. His rep, Holly Baird, told Fox News Digital, we are preparing to escalate this matter to the Supreme Court armed with a substantial body of evidence. Special Prosecutor Dan Webb shared a statement following the appellate court's decision to uphold the conviction. Quote, as the appellate court noted, Mr. Smollett challenged virtually every aspect of the prosecution, and the appellate court correctly rejected each and every one of those challenges. Today's decision is a validation of Winston and Strawn's tireless work on this matter and a resounding victory for justice. We are proud to have prevailed in a case that we believe can help restore the public's confidence in the Cook County justice system. A jury previously found Smollett guilty on 5 of the 6 charges of disorderly conduct after a nearly 2-week trial in 2021. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Smollett, who is black and gay, reported to Chicago police that he was the victim of a racist and homophobic attack by 2 men wearing ski masks in January 2019, who were from Nigeria.
And screaming, "This is MAGA country"
MAGA
in
country.
downtown Chicago.
At 2 a.m. when it was like negative 7 degrees.
Yes.
With Subway sandwiches.
Yeah. And who had received checks from Jussie Smollett.
Yes. If you get a chance to go to Fox Nation, I hope it's still up there, but they have a like short documentary that you can watch on it. It is wild.
That is wild.
I don't like trash TV. This is better than trash TV because it's real.
Yeah.
Because it's fake.
Yes. Yes.
It's unbelievable. Ask us anything.
Is there a chance in Hades that the Supreme Court takes that case?
I don't know.
I would say no way they're going to take that case.
Anyway, if they don't take it and this court case, he's going back to jail if he stays this way. So
Yeah.
I kind of hope that happens.
Okay, here's a real one.
Yeah.
Starburst.
No, this was real.
Well, that was too.
That is not. Yeah.
No. Starburst, original or Fave Reds? If you had to choose between the 2 flavors.
What?
What are favorites?
Guys. There's
We're
the
not
original
as up on
Starburst.
sugar as you are.
And then there's the Fave Reds.
We know how
flavors,
you're
that
owned
they're
by
the
Big Sugar.
strawberry and there's watermelon and there's cherry and there's all the red flavors all in one
regular.
package.
I don't know what you're talking about, and the obvious answer is original.
Oh gosh, you guys.
It's a good start.
What do you think?
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
It's really getting us going there from
Well,
the
the correct answer is Fave Reds.
You think Joe DeVito's still listening?
I hope so.
He gives regrets.
He's yelling Fave Reds at the radio right now.
I don't know that he is. Anyone else have a question they want to ask?
I got one here.
Go for it.
I want to know what your favorite Christmas song is right now.
Like specific song artist rendition or just like what's the song?
Yeah, your favorite song artist rendition.
What's yours?
What? I just asked the question.
I know, but you're the only one who's had time to think about it.
Okay, fine. My favorite is Lift Up Your Eyes by Danny Goki right now. I'm just digging that song. I love that song.
Aaron Schust, O Come Emmanuel.
Mine is Do You See What I See, Ryan Wiggins in the tune of Carrie Underwood.
Oh, that's amazing.
I love that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Actually, I would say it's J.J. Heller, and it's Count Your Blessings. It's the song that Bing Crosby sings in White Christmas. And I sing this song to my kids. I sing it to Molly specifically when I am putting her to sleep. And it's the. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
I don't know the song, but I know J.J. Heller, oddly.
Really?
Yeah.
Sleep, I count my blessings instead of sheep.
She did not have a lot of Christian hits, but
Fall
she.
asleep.
I don't know the song, though.
It's very good. It's a very good version of that song. So specifically in this moment right now, that one. I also like Walk Off the Earth, Silent Night. Oh, man, that's just such an amazing, amazing song. You got one, Leah?
Yeah. I'd say my first one is, and it's been around a little bit, but it's Toby Mac, Light of Christmas, which I know you have in the bumper music rotation. So I love that song. I've always loved that song. I also like, I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day. I think it's Casting Crowns.
Mm-hmm.
And then Little Drummer Boy for King and Country.
I think do I have that version there? They might be Mercy Me. I don't know.
Yeah,
There's
you
one
have
of them.
it.
It's very, very good.
Mm-hmm.
The classics. If I'm just saying my favorite Christmas song in general, I cannot emotionally get through O Come All Ye Faithful without crying. Ever.
Like any version?
Any version. O Come All Ye Faithful, like for me, the idea of Jesus being born to save us and to bring us so that we can be together again. And I think about my grandpa specifically singing in church, and he just sang. Like, you know, there's some people in church who sing, and I can hear my grandpa who passed away in 2009 while I was pregnant with my son. He never got to meet my children, but "O Come All Ye Faithful" is just kind of it's kind of the culmination of what the birth of Christ means. If everybody is coming to celebrate the Christ child, you understand that the Christ child came to bring us together, not just over the celebration of his birth, but ultimately in heaven with one another. And that makes me think of reunification with those people I love, and I can't push through it. And I kind of don't need to.
No, why push through it?
Yeah.
There are Christmas carols and actually hymns in general that will do that to me. There are songs, actually one of the reasons I like doing the 4th of July special thing. There are songs that are like patriotic, sort of Christian-based songs that will hit me every single time I hear them, that they do that to me.
All right, another question. Anybody?
I've got one.
Go. Does that have to do with Skittles?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
No. And that one had a right or wrong answer. This one doesn't. What is a TV show right now that you are really into, if at all?
Jesse Waters. I don't know. I don't get to watch much TV.
The only person that I've ever heard say that.
Probably not. Have you ever talked to Jesse Waters? What is your show?
I've been really digging Star Trek Strange New Worlds. There are so many woke...
man, that was my answer.
I know. There's so many woke incarnations of that show recently within the last 10 years or so of Star Trek shows. That one, it's like they deliberately said, we're going to do nothing woke in this show. We're going to do a very traditional Star Trek series.
It's refreshing.
And it is so nice. The writing's fun. The characters are good. It's actually a prequel to the original series. And it is really good. It's a really good traditional Star Trek series.
Leah?
Well, it's a little different, but I've been obsessed lately with Gordon Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares. Like, I love all Gordon Ramsay shows. Like, I think they're awesome. I don't know why. It's just something I've gotten into, but he recently started a new season of Kitchen Nightmares that I love.
Doesn't he yell at people?
Yes.
Doesn't he put bread on the sides? I feel like I've seen some promo where he puts a slice of bread on each side, and he's like, "What are you?" I can't remember what it is.
An idiot sandwich.
An idiot sandwich.
I just love how honest he is. He's great.
But you're talking about Kitchen Nightmares, right?
Yeah.
So, like, the thing about that show that I always caught my attention is he genuinely cares about these people because he's going in there trying to help them restore and revamp their restaurant business. And when they do, like, you get to see a side of Gordon Ramsay that isn't all ragey and yelly.
Yeah.
You get to see why he's all ragey and yelly. And then, like, they save their store or whatever.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
What about you? Sounds like you're pretty big Kitchen Nightmares fan.
I like that. I haven't watched that in a long time. Man, the most recent series that I was trying to get into was The Punisher, which is on Disney Plus, and I'm about 2 episodes into season 2, and it just kind of follows the story of the Punisher and kind of getting my interest, but it's kind of slow, so I don't know if I'm going to stick with it or not.
I'm not lying. I'm going to say Bluey.
Yeah.
Only because there are a couple things about Bluey. The issues that are addressed in the show Bluey are actually really heavy issues. There's a really realistic and uplifting way of delivering these stories, and I don't get to watch things that you can't watch in front of kids, and unfortunately that's most things today, like because I have a wide range of kids in my house. But the other thing is I just discovered through one of the articles that Google was like, you need to read this, and I was like, you're right, I do. The illustrators, what do you call them? Animators in Bluey hide what they call long dog. It's a wiener dog, but it's drawn into every episode.
Oh, that's awesome.
So you can go back and watch Bluey. I mean, if you Google Bluey long dog, you will get all the info you need on it, but it's like a little Easter egg that's in all of them. And now when I watch it, I'm like my 2-year-old daughter sitting on the floor cross-legged, staring directly at the screen with great intent, looking for long dog.
My son is 9. He was 8 when he said this, though. When the new season of Bluey came out, I thought he's getting a little too old for this show. And so we told him, like, hey, the new season of Bluey's out. And he goes, the new season of Bluey's out? Oh, come on. That's great news.
Yeah, it is fantastic news.
And now I've watched it. I'm like, it's actually a pretty funny show.
If you're somebody who has to put things on for kids and you want to watch something, I very much so understand that there are things that are being put out there for kids that kids do not need to see in very deceiving or maybe deceitful manners. Bluey is not that. At least it hasn't been yet, and I don't see it heading in that direction. So if you have to have something like that on the TV, Bluey is welcome in our household anytime. I wish that I could watch grown-up TV, but it just requires me to stay up really late to do it, and it's not worth it.
Yeah, you don't stay up late.
Well, I'd have to watch it silently by myself while my husband sleeps next to me.
When you say it like that,
'Cause he
it
doesn't
sounds
have
You
very
can put
sad.
earbuds in.
Can I ask a listener one here real quick?
You can ask a listener a question?
Yeah. No, can I
How
ask
long do
one
we have
that's
to wait
from
for
a
them to
listener?
answer?
Yeah. Can you
I think
call
we get
in,
8
Randall?
seconds of... Yeah, hit us with it.
Randall asks, AMA, do
Russell. That says Russell.
Oh, hey, Russell.
Nice.
Hey, can you take this call from Randall, though? I'm interested to see what he says about Russell's question. Do you or your kiddos put snacks out for Santa and Rudolph on Christmas Eve, or do you let them starve?
So, I will answer this question first because, especially on this show, we like to celebrate Santa Claus.
Yes, we do. Yes.
Indeed, ma'am.
And so we do. It's kind of a funny question, Randall Russell.
They're two different people, to clarify. I'm talking to two
we
different
make
people.
specific cookies. Like we'll bake cookies, but we will pick cookies that we make for Santa Claus. But we also leave out stuff for reindeer.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom, thanks Mom, gave my 7-year-old last year a corn cob, I guess it was, from the fall decorations she put out. We have my parents have cornfields, and so they go grab some stalks of corn and put up decorations with them, whatever. So she gave last year this corn cob to my 7-year-old to feed to the reindeer, and it got put out on the front porch, and the reindeer actually did come to eat it. And I'm saying this like I have the Ring video of the deer eating the corn. So this year, in like mid-October,
Jared killed it with his car.
we put it in a freezer.
That'll teach you to eat our corn.
In mid-October, somehow or another, Evelyn got another corn cob from my mom, and it's for the reindeer in December. So I have a corn cob in my house that keeps getting relocated from table to shelf, from shelf to mantle, from mantle to table, because there will be tears if that thing isn't put out for the reindeer. And it has become the bane of my existence. But we do need to make sure that the reindeer are fed.
Yes.
So there are cookies for Santa Claus. Not a lot, because we know that he is going to be visiting a lot of children this holiday season, as always. Carrots, and then a corn cob.
We leave out
And
shrimp
milk.
and favoreds
Yeah?
for Santa.
Shrimp?
And then we also leave out a salt lick for the reindeer.
Mhm.
We put it on the roof, though.
I'm surprised it's not like a sugar lick.
Salt lick.
Yeah, just a salt lick.
And some blocks
Yeah.
of sugar.
It's really kind of a mistake because they end up staying a long time at our house because it takes a while to get through those things. When they're stomping around, the kids wake up. So, yeah, but that's our tradition anyway.
Thanks, Randall Russell.
Thanks, Randall Russell.
Do you want to do more? Do we have more questions?
We do.
I think we have more. Let's take a quick break. We'll do more Ask Us Anything. If you got a question you want to ask any of us or all of us, go to the Annie Frey YouTube channel. Come say hi. Vote in the YouTube live chat poll. Who on the show is the jolliest? Leah, Ryan, Brad, or Annie? We want to know what you think. We want to know why you think that. You want to be a little jolly right now and...
Let's do it. All right. If you want to win Trans-Siberian Orchestra tickets for the December 17th show, I'm doing this from memory at 2:30.
Not trickets. That would be mean.
If you want to win some TSO trinkets, we're just going to give you some little keychains and stuff.
And a salt lick.
No, we're going to give you tickets to see Trans-Siberian Orchestra, a pair of tickets. Call right now. Here's the phone number, 314-241-9797.
Caller
One more
number-
time. Caller number 10, Leah. Ready?
Go get 'em.
314-241-9797. Good luck.
We all are calling. We'll be back in just a minute with more Ask Us Anything.
For Christmas this year.
This is the Annie Frey Show.
The Diamond Shop, you find them online at thediamondshop.net. I want to make sure that you understand how valuable it is to have somebody in the Diamond Shop business that understands jewelry, that understands appraisals, that understands the value of all this, but also greatly, greatly prioritizes your needs, your wants when it comes to getting that perfect gift for somebody or investing in something for yourself. If you're looking for something that, of course, if you want to get the engagement ring and the wedding ring and all of that, the Diamond Shop is the best place to go. But if you're looking for something a little less, that's a big, big move in your life and on your part and a big investment, maybe you're looking for some beautiful gold hoop earrings. Maybe you're looking for some beautiful diamond studs. Maybe you're looking for a watch for him or a tie chain. I got that for my husband for an anniversary. They have what you need, and they can help guide you within your budget and your expectations. If you need something custom done, you can go to the Diamond Shop, and they're going to deliver, and they're going to wow you with what they come up with finally. Become a VIP online at their website at thediamondshop.net and be in the know, get the extra savings. It's all right there in Clayton at the Diamond Shop, online right now at thediamondshop.net.
If you're looking to gift an experience that lasts a lifetime, now is the time to check out Rosetta Stone. During their Cyber Week deal of a lifetime, you can get over 60% off. It's their best price of the year, guaranteed. Rosetta Stone provides fun and engaging language learning for everyone on your list. From your grandparents who want to keep their brains sharp, to your sister who loves to travel. Every unlimited subscription includes lifetime access to immersive lessons and learning tools for 25 different languages. Plus, every subscription now comes with access to live lessons, where expert tutors teach you fun new words related to local holidays, cultural traditions, food and drink, and more. Rosetta Stone's award-winning app has helped millions of people around the world learn to speak new languages with confidence. Visit rosettastone.com/radio today to score over 60% off and give a gift that won't end up in the back of a closet. Don't wait. Get over 60% off now at rosettastone.com/radio.
Still time to get your Ask Me Anything questions in for the next segment. You can do that by visiting the Annie Frey YouTube page. And while you're there, vote in the poll of the day, which is who on the show is the jolliest? Leah, Ryan, Brad, or Annie? Let us know, because I have no idea how this poll is going to end, and none of us do. Let us know what you think. Annie Frey YouTube live chat poll. It is 1:46. This time check is sponsored by Jerry Kelly Heating and Air Conditioning.
It's time for a $98 furnace tune-up.
JerryKelly.com.
A very luxurious Christmas gift for her, one that'll make you a holiday hero. This year, Pajamagram has upped the ante. How about a free, barely there, naturally nude nightie? How about $75 of savings? How about gift packaging options and quick delivery? That's an effortless 2-in-1 deluxe gift that you both are guaranteed to love. Soft and silky with a barely there feel, curve caressing with a fit that's better than lingerie. Best selling for a reason. Pajamagram's naturally nude pajamas and nightie are designed to make her feel amazing and drive you wild. Now is the time to win Christmas. Now is the time to go get your special someone naturally nude from Pajamagram. But hurry, this gift sells out every year. Shop now while it lasts. Head to Pajamagram.com for naturally nude pajamas and save $75 on a free naturally nude nightie.
I'm Brian Westbrook with Coalition Life. In the Christmas season, we celebrate the miracle of a tiny baby, born to a poor teenager who grew to change the world. What better time to reflect on how you are being called to serve young mothers in need and their tiny, precious babies. Over the years, day in and day out, our team at Coalition Life have walked alongside women facing the fear and challenges of an unexpected pregnancy. Through the support of this community, we have given them hope and a path to choose life for the children they carry. Our work continues, and we need your support more than ever in a post-Roe v. Wade world. Visit coalitionlife.com to learn how your gift of any size can bring the joy of Christmas to life while reducing or eliminating your state taxes with Missouri's 70% tax credit. Learn more at coalitionlife.com, coalitionlife.com.
Is your home ready for the holidays? Beat the holiday rush and call our cleaning heroes at Zero Res. Get 3 rooms, Zero Res clean starting at $129. You can also get $50 off your air duct cleaning when you call 314-474-2020 or book online anytime at ZeroResSTL.com.
Mark Cox here for Hampton Manor of Wentzville, the area's newest senior living community, just off Highway 70 north of the Lake St. Louis exit and across from SSM St. Joseph Hospital. This is resort-style living without the resort-style price, a single-story community in a brand-new building, easily accessible, and run by a man whose motto is, it's their turn to be spoiled. Check out Hampton Manor of Wentzville at wentzvilleassistedliving.com.
You could be watching this right now. Tune into the Annie Frey Show live stream. YouTube, Facebook, Rumble, Twitch. You know what? Just type in Annie Frey Show live stream. The Annie Frey Show is streaming online. Watch us live on YouTube and subscribe.
Welcome back to the Annie Frey Show. Our YouTube live chat poll for today. Who on the show is the jolliest? Leah, Ryan, Brad, or Annie? Come vote on the Annie Frey YouTube channel. Say hi, leave a comment, and let us know what you think. I'll start here with, we're wrapping up a few Ask Us Anything questions. Balls says, on a scale of 1 to 100, how jolly are you, Wiggins? And please explain why. Thank you.
You're welcome. Ahead of time, the answer is 85.
You're 85 jolly?
85 jolly.
He's 80.
That sounds like a workout trend.
No, it doesn't.
Are you guys doing the 85 jolly?
No, that was my
Eat
first
like 20
car.
sugar cookies?
No, that was the first car I got when I was 16.
What I mean, what put you into the 80s in the jolly meter?
Yeah.
And where's the 15 that you're missing?
It's so 80 is my natural disposition. The 5 is by effort. And the 5 is really purely effort because if I went all the way, I could probably get to 100, but I just am not that hard of a worker.
I was going to say, I think that extra 15 is wrapped up in an oatmeal cream pie wrapper.
You know what?
God
That's
dang.
probably true.
I can get you one.
All right. It's almost 2. Hey, X's and O's coming up. It's going to be a wild one. But not beat us.
How do you feel?
85% good. But you know what I could use? Extra 15.
How jolly are you on a scale of 1 to 100?
Like
Leah?
right now?
Just you can
Or on a
make
daily
up
basis?
any answer you want.
Don't think so hard about it.
Oh.
Just go for it.
Why are you
Just
laughing at
live
me?
in it.
There's really not a wrong answer
Right.
here. So just what do you think?
I'm 75 jolly.
75 jolly?
Yeah.
So not as jolly as Ryan.
Yeah, well, sometimes I'm not a ray of sunshine.
Unlike Ryan?
I mean, honestly, when people walk in this office and they see me, they're like, oh my gosh, who's the guy whose face is shining like Moses? And it's like, oh, that's Wiggins.
It's the Shekinah glory of Wiggins.
That's it. It's just like the moon bouncing off the sun, man. I'm not the source, but I do reflect it.
The moon bouncing off the sun?
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I don't.
Isn't it the other way? Anywho.
Let me shine,
it is just
shine
like that.
Like the moon.
How jolly are you, Brad?
I would say I'm a solid 90 jolly.
Dang it.
He is better than us. Leah said 75. I'm going to go with I'm 74.
Okay.
Just going to slip right in there.
All
with
right.
him. And that's a nice way of putting it. All right. You want to ask some more of these questions here?
Yeah. I like this one. I just moved. There we go. RSG asks, what is the best Christmas cookie?
Shortbread. Iced shortbread.
Those are pretty good.
I don't know that I've had those.
Some people call them like, yeah, you do. It's like what you get at Breadco or Starbucks, but the people who make them at home, they're even better. A lot of people call them a sugar cookie, but they're actually not a sugar cookie.
Oh, I don't really like sugar cookies, but maybe those are better because
maybe
they're
they don't
not
like you
actually
either.
sugar cookies. I don't think they have opinions.
Maybe you need a sugar cookie to get to 100.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Don't enable him.
That's my job. That's really what I do.
Especially this time of day on a Friday. If I even mention oatmeal cream pie, there's one in my mouth.
Leah, what's your favorite cookie?
Well, I don't
Christmas cookie.
I don't eat many Christmas cookies.
Is there one that you will?
I like
that's the best.
Just in general, if it's soft, like chewy and moist, I'm good with it.
Moist. Yeah. How about you, Brad?
So usually it's chocolate chip, but Snickerdoodle. Snickerdoodle's where it's at.
We gave you some of those, and apparently my dog ate them.
Yeah, your dog got them.
Because you left them out where she could get them. But
my dog can't reach the counter.
Wait a minute.
Rose,
you gave cookies to Brad, and your dog ate them?
Yeah. How would that happen?
Were you dog sitting?
Yes.
Oh.
He stole my dog.
You could see the hamster running in the wheel.
Yeah. We almost ran out of
He
time.
stole my dog.
What's your cookie of choice?
I was going to say Snickerdoodle also, but I feel like there's something maybe a little bit above that. Like you could dress up a Snickerdoodle to be better. But I do love saying it. I don't know, like add chocolate chip, add something to it.
No.
You know what are really good is those cookies that are real little that somebody just smushes a Rolo in the top. Basically because I like Rolos. So you kind of eat away, like chip away at the cookie part.
What if you put a Starburst red in a Snickerdoodle?
Ew.
I feel like you're mixing flavors there. I'd probably still eat it. It'd be like a bready Starburst. I just don't know if that's the next craze.
Todd says late lunch today: Philly cheesesteak, roast beef, ham, and turkey sub. Which one?
Ham and turkey sub.
Philly cheesesteak, roast beef, ham, and turkey sub.
Philly cheesesteak.
Don't those have tons of onions on them?
Yeah, you get it without the onions though.
That's how you do it.
I think probably Philly cheesesteak. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever had I've been to Philadelphia. I don't know if I tried one. I don't recall trying one.
Do you have to get one on the street when you're there? Is that how you do it?
Like
Never
where the
been to
people
Philly.
poop?
Yeah.
I don't think you have to.
There's a guy pooping.
But I
I'm
bet
hungry.
you can. Who do we have for X's and O's today?
So we have McKinley, who's our newest sales rep, and then D to the C is going to come in, and they're going to face off for the first time.
All right. Just a reminder, we've talked about this a wee bit, but we're maybe putting together some sort of live music show for our last show before Christmas, to be that Friday. And we're cultivating musical talents of people around us. And I got D to the C on the hook. I got his number, and he knows this. So if you have requests of things you'd like to see or hear, give us those suggestions in the Annie Frey Show YouTube live chat. And go vote in the poll while you're there. Who on the show is the jolliest? Leo, Ryan, Brad, or Annie? Now that you know that Ryan is 85 jolly. We'll be back with X's and O's when we come back.
How would you like to come home to a bartender who will fix you any cocktail you want?
I'll have an old-fashioned.
I'll have a margarita.
Now you can with the Bartesian Home Cocktail Maker. Bartesian is a sleek machine the size of a coffee maker that makes premium cocktails at the touch of a button. Choose from over 50 different cocktails, from classics to the most exotic premium cocktails served in the best bars today. You'll always get freshly mixed, perfectly balanced cocktails with the Bartesian Cocktail Maker. And now, get Bartesian's best holiday deal ever when you go to bartesian.com/sips. Entertaining? The Bartesian is ideal for parties. No need to stock all kinds of individual mixers for complicated recipes. Every guest gets the cocktail of their choice in seconds. The Bartesian makes a wonderful gift for anyone who loves a fine premium cocktail. Now get Bartesian's best holiday deal ever. It's available right now only at bartesian.com/sips. That's BARTESIAN.com/sips for Bartesian's best holiday deal ever. Only at bartesian.com/sips.
Updating your home with James Hardie Siding has never been more popular. With all the options available, you need a partner to ensure you maximize your investment. Siding Express is ready to refresh the appearance of your home or totally transform the look by installing Hardie Shake, Board and Batten, lap siding, or a stone accent to make it your dream home again. Siding Express is an elite preferred James Hardie contractor. They also carry Anderson and Marvin windows and doors. Need ideas? Go to sidingexpress.com and schedule a free, no-obligation consultation today. sidingexpress.com.
The 27th Cardinals Care Winter Warm-Up is coming to Busch Stadium in Ballpark Village January 13th through the 15th. Admission tickets include access to presentations, exhibitor hall, family-friendly activities, the Cardinals Care store, and much more. Admission tickets also include access to the Cardinals Hall of Fame Museum and an exclusive tour of the Cardinals Clubhouse. Learn more about Winter Warm-Up at cardinals.com/WWU.
This is Jordan Walker. Get your tickets now at cardinals.com.
Be one of the first fans to catch the start of a brand new Cardinals season at Spring Training 2024. Cardinals Vacations makes it easy to get to warm, sunny Florida by being your one-stop shop for spring training travel. You'll receive hotel accommodations, great game tickets, an exclusive dinner at the ballpark with select Cardinals personnel, and much more. Make your plans now. Call Cardinals Vacations at 800-892-7687 or online at cardinals.com/vacations.
This is Lars Nootbaar. I'll see you next season.
My best friend Jenny came over for coffee, said it's cold enough in here to play hockey. Well, my furnace broke and it's already late. Call Jerry Kelly cause we're open till 8, jerrykelly.com. They'll be here quick and have you feeling good, jerrykelly.com. Cause your furnace will be running like it should. They're certified technicians, I've been told, will help you when it's hot and help you when it's cold, jerrykelly.com. They're fast and they're good and they got it going on, jerrykelly.com.
KFTK FM Florissant. From the Under Law Injury Lawyers, GetJim.com studio. 97.1 FM Talk. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
A fifth hostage dead. Lisa Brady, Fox News. The Israeli military confirming multiple deaths today, calling them murders, but not releasing details on how and when they were killed.
So it's clear that Hamas is brutal, and that we are extremely worried about how they're treating the hostages that have remained behind.
Mark Regev, senior advisor to Israel's prime minister, says more than 130 hostages are still being held and that Hamas broke a temporary truce.
5:30 a.m. local time. There was rockets being fired from Gaza into Israel.
The White House also blaming Hamas for violating terms of the pause, saying they failed to produce a list of hostages that could help extend it again. Hamas blames Israel. The largest Muslim civil rights group in the U.S. is holding a rally outside the Israeli embassy in D.C. Another pro-Palestinian event set for later today in New York City. A special election will be needed in New York to fill a seat now vacant in the U.S. House after a vote to expel George Santos.
It takes 2/3 to expel a member. The bar is very high. Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House, he was opposed because he didn't think that George Santos had gotten due process.
Fox's Chad Pergram on the Hill, where an ethics committee report was the tipping point for many House members. Santos faces a federal trial on fraud and campaign finance charges next year. A defense attorney says Georgia's election interference case is an attack on First Amendment rights, arguing that includes the right to challenge election results.
Once we start saying that you are going to go to jail for doing that, those types of challenges are going to dry up.
Attorney Christopher Anuelwiz, representing one of more than a dozen co-defendants of former President Trump, as a Fulton County judge hears motions to dismiss the case. The Federal Appeals Court panel says lawsuits against Trump over the Capitol riot can move forward. That's not the final word, though, on the potential for presidential immunity. America is listening to Fox News.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Hey St. Louis, brace yourself for the ultimate holiday deal with Consumer Cellular. Snag an incredible 50% off the Iris Flip when you buy before December 17th, making it only $34.50. The Iris Flip is all the phone and camera you need with a user-friendly design, the perfect flip phone companion. Plus, you'll get nationwide coverage and always free activation. Don't miss out. Head to one of our 4 retail locations in your area and seize this deal this holiday season.
Air Comfort Service, heating, cooling, and insulation, weather.
Chief Meteorologist Dave Murray.
The clouds are going to hang tough because there's another weak little system coming in right behind. So mostly cloudy skies going through our Friday afternoon, windy and 55. Still, clouds tonight, 38. Saturday, a mix of clouds and sunshine. Emphasis on the clouds, 48. Some more rain, all rain Saturday night, 38. Sunday, maybe a spot shower in the morning, but otherwise partly sunny and 52. This is 97.1 FM Talk. Chief Meteorologist Dave Murray.
AirComfortService.com. If you are needing to get in your comfort zone this winter, make sure Air Comfort Service is right there in your phone, ready to make the call. Try not to have to do the thing we did where you have to find them in an emergency like the 2 days after Christmas because your furnace went out. That happened to us 2 years ago. But put the number 314-513-0091 into your phone. Save it as Air Comfort Service. And if you need to call them, you know the right people to call. These are folks that you can trust. They are going to be incredibly respectful of your situation when they give you the options of what to do. For instance, in our case, here's what it costs to replace. Here are the different types of systems that we could replace it with. And here's what it costs to fix it. And then we got to make the decision based on what was best for our circumstances. They're going to treat you exactly the same. If you have a heating concern right now and you want them to come out and check out your system, if you're a commercial place of business and you're looking at a costly repair, get a free second opinion with Air Comfort Service. 314-513-0091. Find them online at aircomfortservice.com.
Oh, I love this restaurant. Glad we got a table quickly.
What does that sign say?
Caution, wet floor?
No, right next to it.
If you are 60 or older, you may be at increased risk of serious consequences from RSV, respiratory syncytial virus, compared to adults younger than 60. Huh, I didn't know that.
Not all dangers come with warning labels. Talk to your pharmacist or doctor about getting vaccinated against RSV today. RSV vaccines, including Pfizer's, are available. Learn more at bewareofrsv.com. Brought to you by Pfizer.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 nerve care company. Nervive tablets contain alpha-lipoic acid to relieve nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort, plus B-complex vitamins to support healthy nerve function as you age. Live life with less nerve discomfort with Nervive Nerve Relief. Learn more at nervivehealth.com. And try Nervive Pain Relieving Cream to block nerve pain signals at the source. Use as directed.
When it comes to safeguarding your health, trust the experts at the Poly Agency. We've got you covered from every angle. Our range of insurance options include short-term insurance, providing temporary coverage during transitional periods, ACA-compliant plans, meeting the Affordable Care Act's requirements for essential health benefits, group insurance, comprehensive coverage for your employees. Protect your health and those you care about with the Poly Agency. Call 636-222-2149 or visit thepolyagency.com for a free personalized quote today.
This holiday season, give them a steal. Save $40 on the HSA 45 battery-powered hedge trimmer. Go to steelusa.com/gift guide. Now $99.99 was $139.99 MSRP. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
Tune into the Del Walmsley Radio Show. Del, self-made millionaire and founder of Lifestyles Unlimited, will show you how to live the life of your dreams and pay for it with passive income.
Listen to the Del Walmsley Radio Show this Saturday afternoon from 1 to 2 p.m. on 97.1 FM Talk.
Not just right and left, right and wrong. We're discussing it every day on St. Louis's home for conservative talk. This hour of the Annie Frey Show is brought to you by Ruler Foods. Low prices, no coupons. Ruler Foods.
That is exactly what I needed to hear.
They got someone here knows what they're talking about.
Left up, left right, gotta love this American ride.
Hey, you need to take some time to get the full picture.
Come on, turn the radio on. It's Saturday and I won't be long.
Don't get me wrong, I love the ladies. I mean, they rev my engine, but they don't belong in the newsroom. It is Anchor Man, not Anchor Lady.
What do you want from me? I'm not America's sweetheart.
Goodness sake, kid, keep your voice down. Your father's listening to the radio.
I'm not America's sweetheart.
This is the Annie Frey Show.
Happy December. How wild is it that it is December already? Because I just told you that it was almost going to be Christmas and it was June. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
The wildest ride.
Yeah, I remember that.
Boom! Christmas everywhere. And we are here for it. So thank you for joining us. It is 2:07 on a Friday, which means it's X's and O's time. Ryan, how comfortable do you feel about, rate the X's and O's work that you've done so far, how this game is going to go today?
This game was very tricky because for whatever reason, the questions I couldn't try to get them in that middle zone where they're tough, but not too easy. So there's a couple that are difficult, but I would say most of them would fall on the little easier side. So
Well,
we'll
got
see.
D to the C in here, who is a repeat competitor and first timer at McKinley, correct? First time doing this?
Yeah, it's my first time.
You've been in the studio with us before, but not on X's and O's. So I guess all that's left to do is to get Todd in here and get the show on the road.
Here we go, Todd.
Todd, there he is. Get those drums going to add to the suspense.
Wait, we got new Sharpies? What?
No, Annie bought those. I specifically said to the
Yeah.
people in the room,
Not we.
these are my
are
Sharpies.
going
They'll be at
home.
my desk. Y'all can use them, but put them back when you're done.
We're using them to write.
Yeah. You guys are welcome to use them as well. Just put them back when you're done. Don't
want
use
my
the
O's to be
Sharpies on the
gray.
dry erase board.
Oh, well, that's no good.
All right.
Yeah.
Would not have been good.
Especially if you lose, because that ain't going away.
Right.
All right, X's and O's time. These are questions about the news of the week. We have a tic-tac-toe board behind your back there. McKinley has never played before. D to the C is a pro. McKinley, so you're going to go first in this game. You're just trying to get tic-tac-toes, but don't stop at one. We fill out the whole board, and so if there's any ties, you could have multiple tic-tac-toes, depending on how the board plays out. If there are no tic-tac-toes, it goes to total number of squares. So with that in mind, you will pick a square and then pick an expert between Brad and Annie to answer the question for you, and you will simply agree or disagree for that square. Pretty simple?
Sounds pretty easy.
Okay, then McKinley, you can kick things off as our newest player. Which square do you want to go with?
I gotta go with my lucky number 5.
Center square.
Right in the
Number
middle.
5. Will it be Brad or Annie answering this question?
I'm gonna go Brad.
All right.
Brad, Henry Kissinger, former Secretary of State, diplomat, and presidential advisor, died in his home in Connecticut on Wednesday.
Another Connecticut. You're really going hard on the Connecticut thing. Really trying to put them on the map.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's... I said at the beginning of the week, you watch what I do with Connecticut this week, Annie. And here we are. It's Friday.
Anyway.
That was a perfect example of I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm just going to roll with it. Okay.
That's unusual.
Yeah, it sure is. Yeah. Just follow the lead. In what year, Brad, was Kissinger born?
Ooh. 1922.
1922. McKinley, you have to simply agree or disagree for the square.
I mean, it's a solid 50-50 shot, so I'm just gonna say agree.
Ouch! Square goes to D to the C. The answer is 1923.
He was 100.
He was 100.
close.
Yes, he
Very
was.
close.
He was. Yeah, very, very close. All right, D is on the board and now gets a chance to go ahead. And when that center square, that can mean a lot. So, D, where do you want to go?
Well, since she went with her lucky number, I'm going with 3.
Okay.
I love the in-depth analysis. Ooh, center square. That can mean a lot.
That can mean a lot.
It might not.
But it also can mean nothing.
So
it really
vague.
is how you play the game. Come out at 100% or you come out at 110.
We get done at 3.
Number 3. Lucky number 3 there, D. Who's answering the question for you?
Oh, let's go with Annie.
Let's do this.
Annie, Rand Paul potentially saved Senator Joni Ernst from a catastrophic choking situation by performing the Heimlich on her on Thursday. Together, they represent half of the senators from Iowa and Kentucky. Name another senator from one of those two states.
Grassley and McConnell.
Doggone it.
Talk about a tell.
Doggone it if that's not maybe wrong, though.
D to the C.
D.
What?
This just sounds
I'll
like,
tell you in a second.
It just sounds like some folklore group that just popped up.
Grassley and McConnell? Love their stuff.
Me too.
They play bluegrass.
Yeah,
Right.
They cover Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Kentucky,
But mostly McConnell.
Kentucky bluegrass. and-
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of music is Iowa known for?
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
Just
Yeah.
Nothing.
Agree or disagree, Dave?
I'm going. My mind says disagree.
Your mind says disagree. That is incorrect. she nailed it fast.
Yeah,
she
she
got
did.
the original question was going to be name both of them, but I thought, is anybody going to know Grassley like that fast? And then she goes, well, Grassley and McConnell. Boom.
Just
I'm
like that.
Man. Okay.
On the board.
All right, that's an X. Should have agreed
All
with
right,
me,
we're
D.
making a game out of this. And you know how we play this game all the way to the end. You never know what's going to happen, especially with an O in the center square and an X in the 3. Woo-wee, is this a game?
Todd says,
Good game.
Wiggy, you do know that Annie knows about and has a show about politics, right?
Wow.
I do, but I kept going.
He
Is
just
somebody
can't
gonna be able to
believe
call
it.
up that information that fast, though? All right.
I do want to hear that band, though.
Me too. Yeah. Puff the Magic Dragon.
I think it might be a
bluegrass
little
style.
hard to understand.
McKinley, which square is your next pick?
Ooh. I'm gonna go number 6.
Number 6. Okay. All right. Number 6, who's answering this question for you?
I'm gonna go Annie this time.
All right.
Annie, you have
Okay.
stumbled into AI sound. This is a real clip from the week. Run through AI. Won't sound like the person saying it, but you got to tell me who said this.
It's almost like an out-of-body experience. They can go to the store, get toothpaste off the shelf, pay for it, and leave. Because a lot of these places in California, everything's under lock and key.
Is that from our show? Is that someone I interviewed? Play it again, Sam.
It's almost like an out-of-body experience. They can go to the store, get toothpaste off the shelf, pay for it, and leave. Because a lot of these places in California, everything's under lock and key.
Brian Kilmeade?
That's dramatic.
You had to talk? You can't just let it breathe?
No, I like it.
Oh, that was a good radio thing we did there.
Yeah.
Accidentally.
McKinley, was that Brian Kilmeade?
I'm gonna say agree.
That is incorrect.
Oh, man, dang it,
That
sorry.
is incorrect.
Is this somebody I interviewed?
Here is who said that.
It's almost like an out-of-body experience. They can go to the store, get toothpaste
DeSantis.
off the shelf, pay
DeSantis.
for it, and leave. Because in a lot of these places in California,
remember that.
everything's under lock and key.
There you go.
Sorry.
It's from the debate last night. One of the many, many quotes from that debate last night.
We did interview Brian Kilmeade this week, though.
Yes. All right, man. This is a game. It's kind of a backwards game, but it is a game.
We're scoring for each other.
That's right. You guys are just
Very
generous. It's
generous,
the
yeah.
Christmas season. Thank you.
Exactly.
No, it's that scooter pie you're eating over here.
I'm almost done with it, too. I got to do radio. Otherwise, I'd be eating it.
I'm surprised at you and grateful.
Commercials with a mouthful of marshmallow.
Yeah.
It's been done before, D, on this show by me. D, it's your turn.
Let's go with 4.
Number 4. All right. This one has some audio associated with it.
Who's answering?
Yeah, who's answering the question
I'm
before
sorry.
I read it?
Let's go, Brad.
All right.
Brad, Jesse Waters has been in a late-night spat with Jimmy Kimmel over whether men should drink from straws. He doubled down and went after...
I wish you could see Dee's face.
Did I just step into?
Yeah, right. No, it's good stuff. He doubled
Straws?
down
Straws.
after they went back and forth, and he went after this target.
Soup is another problem area. Men shouldn't eat soup in public. Again, you're pursing your lips in anticipation. You lean your head out, trying not to spill it. Come on, it's like a balancing act. Soup isn't even filling.
Waters went on to say that there were some types of soup you might be able to get away with eating if you were eating them on a dock.
I'm gonna have to have some words with Waters because soup is like my favorite type of food.
Well, he didn't say anything. He said this is just for guys.
Then
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can eat soup wherever you want.
So
Well, in
guys
that case, I have some words for him.
I have some words for him. Soup's way too good.
D, I'm with you, just for the record. Name any of the 3 soups that, according to Waters, you can eat on a dock and not lose your masculinity.
Any of them.
I know. all
Any
three,
of
I
the
think.
3.
Let's see. One was a chowder. The other one was a bisque, and I don't know what the third one is.
Which
just
one?
need
You want to
one.
go with one?
So I'm going to go with chowder.
You need to pick one. Yeah, you need to
Chowder.
pick one
Okay.
choice.
D, agree or disagree?
I'm going to agree.
That is correct. Chowder, bisque, and gazpacho.
Gazpacho. Which is the best one to say?
Yes, it is.
I don't know if it's the best one to eat.
Do you have a chilled gazpacho?
Ooh, it's a tic-tac-toe.
Uh-oh.
Still room for more, though.
Yes, there is. There are many paths to victory still available to us here.
McKinley was square.
Oh, I'm gonna go number 2.
Number 2. Who's answering?
Do Annie.
Okay.
I'll get this one right for you.
Annie, this one also has audio associated with it. On Wednesday, the Annie Frey Show was joined by Benji Molina.
Yes.
Talking about his charity, which, by the way, here's a plug for it. Meet Cardinals broadcaster Benji Molina Saturday, that's tomorrow, December 2nd, from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. at 314 Sports Cards on Olive Boulevard.
Bring an unwrapped toy and get your autograph and a photo and help some local homeless kids.
So, in light of Benji Molina being on the show talking about that charity, we opened the segment with this clip.
They're jumping up and down in the dugout too, boy.
Just got to make sure they don't give it an error out there in center. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is the 6th career triple for Benji Molina and his first ever cycle, and the most unlikely thing to have happened maybe in history.
Which team was he playing for when he hit the cycle?
Texas, or the Giants. The St. Louis Cardinals.
Oh, okay. St. Louis Cardinals.
Benji Molina. Benji. Molina.
I'm going to disagree.
That a girl.
That is correct. Yes. The correct answer was, as you first stated, Texas. It was the Rangers.
Rangers.
It was. All right, that means X gets the square.
Didn't he win with the Giants, too?
He won World Series with the Giants.
I couldn't remember if the Giants was Jose or Benji.
Yeah, Benji.
But I was thinking it was Benji.
Mm-hmm.
Took over for Mike Matheny as catcher with the Giants.
All right, we want to do one more, take a break here.
No, let's take a break. There are two X's going across the top, so we've got a block or a tic-tac-toe about to happen potentially on the next one, unless someone wants to go a different route and maybe make a threatening move. There are a couple things that I could see maybe happening next. Stick around. Join us on the Annie Frey YouTube live, and you can watch as we play X's and O's and participate along with us and vote in the YouTube live chat poll. Who on the show is the jolliest? We'll be right back.
About the things I said when I was drunk. Didn't mean to call you that. I can't remember what was said.
The Annie Frey Show is streaming online. Watch us live on YouTube and subscribe.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-652-5241 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-652-5241. That's 800-652-5241. What do you have to lose? Call 800-652-5241. Again, 800-652-5241.
It's football season, and the NFL is in full effect on the free Odyssey app. We're heading into the final stretch of the regular season, and the playoff picture is starting to come into focus. Whatever team you're rooting for, the free Odyssey app has you covered with the local talk and your team's podcasts. Plus, listen to play-by-play of every Sunday night, Monday night, and Thursday night game from Westwood One. If you're looking for the NFL, it's all on the free Odyssey app. Download it today and search for your favorite team. That's AUDACY.
While no child should have to spend the holidays in the hospital, there are many at SSM Health Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital who will not be able to experience the joy of opening gifts around their tree. Please join 97.1 FM Talk and give the gift of hope and healing to Cardinal Glennon kids and support the Tree of Hope year-end giving campaign. Your gift ensures these brave patients can continue to receive the critical care they need during these challenging times. Thank you for giving at treeofhope.org.
Mark Cox here. I've got an idea. Let's all go to Italy next spring. I'm going to the Amalfi Coast next spring with my friends of conservativetours.com, and you can go along as well. We'll cover Rome, the Amalfi Coast, Puglia, the Isle of Capri, the Abbey of Monte Cassino. It may be one of Italy's best kept secrets. You know, I've been to the Amalfi Coast before. It is without a doubt one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. While you're there, you can take a high-speed jet foil over to the Isle of Capri, which is a site that everyone needs to see. Positano is absolutely beautiful. Sorrento is just gorgeous. You'll get to visit the ruins of Pompeii as one of your side trips if you go on this trip. It's $53.67 a person. That includes your airfare from St. Louis. Call them toll-free at 888-733-9494. It's 888-733-9494 or conservativetours.com.
Are you ready to smell better naked? I'm Dr. Shannon Klingman, the OBGYN creator of Lumi, the whole body deodorant that's clinically proven to control odor for 72 hours on pits, feet, privates, and beyond. It's pH optimized to safely and effectively control odor anywhere you have it, but wish you didn't. Plus, it's proven to work better than a shower with soap alone. Whether you shower twice a day or 3 times a week, Lumi works better. And who doesn't want zero body odor? With over 200,000 5-star reviews, I'm so sure you're going to love it, or you can return it for free.
There's a special offer for listeners. Use code 800 and get an extra $5 off a Lumi starter pack that comes with a solid stick, cream tube, free product of your choice, and ships free with code 800. LumeDeodorant.com, code 800 for an extra $5 off a Lumi starter pack. Love it or return it for free. That's LumeDeodorant.com, code 800.
You're listening to The Annie Frey Show live from the Air Comfort Service Heating, Cooling, and Insulation Studio. Save up to 20% on a new HVAC system when you bundle it with attic insulation. 9 out of 10 homes are under-insulated. For a free estimate on attic insulation, visit aircomfortservice.com.
Want to listen to 97.1 outside the listening area? There's an app for that. Download the Odyssey app, and one tap will turn the station on. The Odyssey app for 97.1 FM Talk. You're listening to The Annie Frey Show. Follow Annie on Twitter at Annie Frey Show.
They told me, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, a newborn king to see, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. Our finest gifts we bring, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, to lay before the king, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, rum-pa-pum-pum, rum-pa-pum-pum. So to honor him, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, when we come.
Welcome back to the Annie Frey Show. Maybe, Ryan, you could do this song for our variety show live performance the day before we go to Christmas break.
Yeah,
I'll just do the stomp version where I
you
stomp
and Todd.
around.
You and Todd.
Yeah, me and Todd.
I like it.
I'll just be stomping around in the background.
If
Here, can you hear this?
If you have suggestions for things you want to hear us perform or something, as maybe we're going to do our own live music or performances in and out of some of the segments before our Christmas, on the last show before Christmas, we'd love to hear what you have to say. Did I say on air what Leah's talent is? We found out Leah has a talent.
I don't know that you said it on air.
All right, we're gonna hold that one back. We'll maybe talk about it at 2:45, and we'll get the results to today's YouTube live chat poll. Who on the show is the jolliest? Leah, Ryan, Brad, or Annie? But right now we're playing X's and O's. Ryan?
The game is not quite tied, but this question could determine whether there are two tic-tac-toes. Right now, D is winning with one tic-tac-toe right across the center, horizontally. Then at the top, there are two X's for McKinley, and my assumption is that this next square will decide whether or not she actually gets a tic-tac-toe and ties this back up. But, D, it is your turn. So the ball is in your court.
Anybody notice anything different?
Well, what?
Okay, we'll get back to that.
Oh, man,
Let's go to
that's
one.
a tease.
Let's
Okay.
go with one and Brad. Let's go with Brad.
All right.
Okay.
Number one, Brad, this one is audio associated with it.
Wait, real quick. Carlos suggests that you do an interpretive dance to Melikalikimaka.
Yes.
Anyway, go ahead.
Carlos suggests, as if I've not ever done that before and recorded it.
Like that'd be wild.
Right.
We have a video.
Okay. Yeah, let me give you 3 or 4 of those. Okay, here's your question, Brad. Fox News reports that a Star Trek legend is warning that we're all going to die. This is due to global warming, he said in a meeting with King Charles this week. He's famous not only for Star Trek, but doing great 70s cover songs like this.
Cellophane flowers of yellow and green towering over your head.
Oh my gosh.
Look for the girl with the sun in her eyes.
So bad.
And she's gone.
Brad, who is it?
Is that Lucy in the sky or Goofy in the sky?
Lucy in the Sky with
A little bit of
Diamonds.
both. Oh man, now I'm drawing a blank on his name.
Character in Star Wars?
Yeah, he's Captain Kirk is the character's
Star Wars
name.
or Star Trek?
Star Trek.
Star
Same
Trek.
thing, right?
No.
No.
Not at all.
Oh, I get it. William Shatner.
William Shatner. D?
I'm going to need you to play that again.
Okay, sure. Here's the song.
Gosh, D.
Cellophane flowers of yellow and green towering over your head.
God.
This is my favorite Christmas
The
song.
girl with the sun in her eyes. And she's gone.
Bad fever dream.
Yeah, how to get out of it.
I get nightmares from that stuff.
I almost said that would be Mr. Sulu, but okay, I agree with Brad.
You're going to agree.
Yoda.
Yo, Frank Oz.
Agree you must.
Yeah, he's on the screen behind you.
That was one of the Romulans, actually. Yeah, that was William Shatner. Good job.
Is that your nerdy Trekkie voice? Well, actually.
It comes actually from the Kardashian sector of space.
Yeah, called hell.
All right. They share an ancestry with the Romulans, but they're not exactly the same species. McKinley? Where do you want to go here?
Ooh, a block.
Ooh,
Yes,
yeah.
there was a block, so you got to go from scratch here to get a tic-tac-toe.
I'm gonna go number 7.
For
Number
another block.
7. Okay. Number 7, who's answering for you?
Let's do Annie.
Annie, last weekend, a boy wearing a headdress and painted face at a Chiefs game was lambasted by Deadspin for hating black people, wearing blackface, and being inconsiderate to Native Americans. His mother did point out, though, that he is Native American and he was wearing black and red paint, as in the colors of the Chiefs. He's a little kid. What team were the Chiefs playing?
I don't know.
This is one of the tougher questions of the week.
How about the Bears?
Duh.
I'm gonna disagree.
Bears.
The
Bears.
That is correct. They were acting. Does anybody know?
It's the Raiders.
They were playing the Raiders. That's correct.
Oh, I do remember hearing that part of the story now.
They
Never
were
would have
playing
come
the
up with it.
Raiders.
My job, my Illinois roots really helped on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would have known.
I almost said the St. Louis Rams, but I didn't.
That would have been incorrect.
Oh my God.
I didn't want to make it too obvious.
Right. Right. Well, McKinley got the X. Means it's back to D. She's got a chance still. D, you could end that
Yeah.
right now.
Number 8.
Number 8. Okay. Who's answering for you?
Let's go with Annie.
It's 5 for Annie.
Annie, you have once again stumbled into AI sound. This
One
is a
time
real
for
clip.
Rosie. One time for
One
Rosie.
for Rosie.
Okay, here we go. This is a real clip from the week. Run through AI so it won't sound like the person saying it. You got to tell me who said this.
We survived a Trump administration. Would we survive another one? Yes. Yes. I don't think there's any greater risk to America with him than with Biden.
That is Chris Cuomo
Chris Cuomo.
on a podcast with Patrick Bet-David.
Ooh. Chris, not Andrew Cuomo.
I'm 80% certain. Chris Cuomo.
I'll agree.
You will agree, and here is who said that.
We survived a Trump administration.
Yeah.
Would we survive another one? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I don't think there's any greater risk to America with him than with Biden.
D to the C has sealed his fate as the winner of this game. There is one question left, though, and that goes to McKinley.
Yes.
Number 9, and you are going to have to take Brad Range.
Yep.
I'm sorry
Alrighty.
about that. Brad?
Brad, it's all on you.
Yeah.
There's
Consolation
literally,
prize.
There's literally nothing riding
That's
on
true.
Way to pour it on.
Because it's true.
Thank you, Gavin Newsom. All right, here we go, Brad. The Cardinals signed Sonny Gray this week to a 3-year, $75 million contract with an option for a 4th year. True or false, Sonny Gray won the AL Cy Young Award last year.
That is false. He was a finalist, but he didn't win it.
I agree.
That is correct.
There you go.
Capping off a solid game by McKinley.
Yeah, not bad. 5-4.
Yeah, a very good game.
Not bad. Not bad.
Good job, D.
Thank you.
What was different? You said, did we notice anything different?
She's not looking.
You got to be more specific.
Yeah, what did you do? Is it
Really
something?
not looking. This is the first time I've come on your show with no hat on.
No, I was going to say no hat, but I see you out there with no hat on from time to
That's
time.
occasionally.
Yeah.
I've never been on your show without.
Well,
a
you're
hat.
always looking good, D, and we're always happy to have you here. McKinley, thank you also for being in here.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Will you come back?
Oh, always.
Okay, fantastic. All right, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to get to the results of today's YouTube live chat poll. Who on the show is the jolliest? Leah, Ryan, who is self-proclaimed 85 jolly, Brad, or myself.
And 50% jelly.
You sure that's the right balance?
Yeah, 85 jolly.
Come vote. Let us know what you think in the comments. Katie says, Annie wins this one. Not only did she wear a Jolly sweater today, but she bought everyone else Jolly shirts. I hope everyone has a holly jolly first day of September. And, Kathy voted for me as well. Had to, because they are wearing matching sweaters today as well. I don't think I'm going to win this one. We all nominated Leah, so we'll see how it shakes out. Annie Frey YouTube in the live chat portion. Let us know what you think. We'll be right back.
This is the Annie Frey Show. Find the podcast, on-demand audio, and more at 971talk.com/Annie.
Attention business owners, this is John Souza, CEO of ERTC.com. The Employee Retention Tax Credit Program provides up to $26,000 per W-2 employee. If you're confused about the ERTC program, stop right now. Don't fall for false promises. The bottom line, there is no such thing as guaranteed eligibility. Being innovative with taxes can lead to an audit. All ERTC companies are not the same. The easiest way to know if a company is non-compliant is to ask one simple question. Is the CPA working on my file a W-2 employee of your company? If not, stop right now. Contact ERTC.com. IRS compliance is not an option. At ERTC.com, everything is done in-house by expert CPAs, and there's no cost to get started.
Get your free refund information now. 800-200-4230. 800-200-4230. 800-200-4230. That's 800-200-4230.
If you want to lose weight, I've got a great idea for you. Mark Cox here for my friends at Victory Men's Health. They're now offering FDA-approved semaglutide. They have tremendous results with this medication. The average patient
loses 15% of their body weight. Men and women can get semaglutide from Victory Men's Health at any of their 3 locations. Be sure and book your appointment today online at victorymenshealth.com.
I've always said for years and years now to save my number in your phone. And here's one, the most recent example. There's many. My producer is here right now, and his wife, one of her coworkers or friends were talking about they were getting prices for furnaces and air conditioners they thought were kind of high. So she mentioned my name and recommended that they give me a call, and at the end, they were greatly appreciative they got to meet with me. Regardless of the money that they were saved, it was thousands. They got what they wanted without the hype. So call me, Bart Inman, one easy number, Missouri and Illinois, 314-293-2600. Again, it's Bart Inman, 314-293-2600, or bartinman.com. Now that's Bart with a B, Inman with an I.com. Merry Christmas.
Pajamagram's famous naturally nude pajamas are back. A very luxurious Christmas gift for her, one that'll make you a holiday hero. This year, Pajamagram has upped the ante. How about a free Barely There naturally nude nightie? How about $75 of savings? How about gift packaging options and quick delivery? That's an effortless 2-in-1 deluxe gift that you both are guaranteed to love. Soft and silky with a Barely There feel, curve caressing with a fit that's better than lingerie. Best-selling for a reason. Pajamagram's naturally nude pajamas and nightie are designed to make her feel amazing and drive you wild. Now is the time to win Christmas. Now is the time to go get your special someone naturally nude from Pajamagram. But hurry, this gift sells out every year. Shop now while it lasts. Head to pajamagram.com for naturally nude pajamas and save $75 on a free naturally nude nightie.
I can see clearly now thanks to the doctors at Ophthalmology Associates. Doctors Greg Birdie, Ranjan Malhotra, Robert Brusati, Andy Royer, and introducing Samuel Berry. You can too. Call 314-966-5000 or check out youridoc.com. That's youridoc.com.
Leah, who on the show is the jolliest?
Like, just in my opinion, or...
Just off the cuff. Who is on the show is the jolliest? Is it Leah? Is it Ryan? Is it Brad? Is it Annie?
Actually.
That is the topic of today's Annie Frey YouTube live chat poll. Let us know. We'll give you the results of that poll in just a couple minutes here and probably read some comments as well. Who on the show is the jolliest? The time is 2:40. This time check is sponsored by Jerry Kelly Heating and Air Conditioning.
It's time for a $98 furnace tune-up.
St. Louis's home for conservative talk.
The Mark Reardon Show.
Kent Heckenlively joins us.
DEI is an agenda that destroys everything it touches.
Weekdays from 3 to 6 on 97.1 FM Talk. You're listening to the Annie Frey Show. Follow Annie on Twitter at Annie Frey Show.
Welcome back to the Annie Frey Show. I can't say too much at this point, but we've got 12 days of Christmas giveaways coming up that are going to be amazing. Starting Monday? Is that accurate?
Yeah, starting Monday and for 12 days. It's going to be just some it's big giveaways. I was really shocked when I saw the prizes that we're giving away.
Ryan basically just told us that he thinks these gifts are above our pay grade.
I did. I said, this is beyond us.
Yeah.
Let's relish this moment.
You should definitely go to the Mark Reardon Show.
Yeah, I kept looking at the names on the email going, they sure they meant for Annie Frey Show?
This is embarrassing. This is not for the Annie Frey Show. But we're going to give them away as fast as we can, so you got to be listening noon to 3 next week. And call-ins, is that right?
Call-ins. I think we're going to put together a sounder. We're going to make this really official because this is a big one.
You don't have much time.
I know. I found out about it last night.
Yeah.
So I'm working hard. We'll have something ready for it. But listen, starting Monday, because it'll be every day for 12 days through something like the 15th or something like that. But every day,
It's very official.
I don't want to say that the prizes get bigger because they start pretty big, but they do kind of like fluctuate. Some of them are big and some of them are really big.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I'm going to tell you. So listen.
Is that because that's all you know?
No, I'm looking at the prizes right now. I'm looking at them. They're great.
Are we allowed to tease what we're giving away?
Yeah, I think so.
Just give the people a little something.
Okay.
Right now.
Just starting Monday, the winner on just that one day will get a 5-pack of games to Cardinals games. And I don't have the schedule of which ones are which, but I can tell you that that's the first one is a 5-pack of games. And they range from 5 packs to just Cubs games, Cards Cubs games, 5 packs to only Friday games, only Sunday games, only bobblehead giveaways. And then they go all the way up to full 10-pack games. A couple times, like there's a For the Lou pack that's a 10-game pack of tickets that also includes all the promotional giveaways and stuff. I mean, this is a lot of gifts that if you won one of these, you could actually knock out a lot of Christmas gifts with it if you didn't want to use them for yourself.
Trying to figure out how to work the deal.
Hey, caller number 1 wins. Hey, I'm first.
Brian's dialing as he's saying the
In
caller
fact,
number.
that is not how it will work. But we want to make sure that you're tuning in and give an opportunity back to you guys to continue to win stuff with us. Do you remember the name of the winner for today for the TSO tickets? I think you had it written down.
William Dawson.
I think it was Michael Dawson.
Michael Dawson.
Jack Dawson.
Dawson,
It
we
was
love your
Michael.
creek regardless.
I remember the Michael. You remembered the Dawson. So, yes. Michael
All right.
Dawson.
Well, congratulations to everybody who won those tickets this week. We're looking forward to tonight, which is Kill Me Christmas Time. We're going to be in Eureka, excited to celebrate Christmas with a sold-out room full of 97.1 friends and family. And if you're included in that, can't wait to see you. If you're not included in that, be sure the next time that we have an event where you can grab those tickets, just get them fast because they've been selling out quickly. And it warms our heart to be able to spend an evening like this with you. There's going to be a lot of time for us to mingle tonight. We're going to let Brian Kilmeade talk a little bit and let him talk. And then we're going to ask him some questions from folks like you guys who have submitted them. But then he's going to sign books that you got with the purchase of your ticket, and we're going to mill about the room and try to meet as many of you as you can. So I loved when we get to do these types of events. We like to move them all around. Last year's Christmas was downtown St. Louis. This one is out in Eureka. I don't think I've ever been in part of anything in Eureka from a station event, so I'm excited to be able to make our way out there as well. These are really fun events to do.
Yeah, Brookdale Farms, that'll be a lot of fun. And by the way, if you're not able to come tonight, if you didn't get those tickets early, it is sold out, but we are going to make his book available online, and you can get it personalized. But I think you'd only do that through buying it through our website, 971talk.com. So that starts, I believe, today through the Christmas season. You can do that.
So it's not just for a short amount of time. It's
No,
for
it's for the next couple weeks.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's really cool. All right. Well, we have the YouTube live chat poll up for today. Who on the show is the jolliest? Leah, Ryan, Brad, or myself? You can go to the Annie Frey YouTube channel and vote and tell us who you think is the jolliest. Ryan, you still going with Leah?
I'm still going to go with Leah. I think that was a solid pick on my part, and I have not changed. I think that I made a good decision, very wise decision at that point, and I'm sticking with that wisdom that just sort of is carried out throughout the show.
It's amazing how this question about Leah was really just about you. Do you like that? You see how that? Yeah.
Yeah, I chose you, and I made a really good choice choosing you.
Perfect.
I did good.
Yeah.
In summary,
Brad?
yes, I'm still sticking with
Yeah,
Leah.
I'm sticking with Leah here too because
You think Ryan was right as well?
Yeah. It's because of Ryan's wisdom, which he stole from me.
Oh, no. Can I tell you something? This guy has tried to hold my hand for 24 hours just to prove to me that it would be funny. And I'm like, Brad, I get that it would be funny. I'm still not doing it.
And when you think that we're talking a metaphorical hold Ryan's hand through life to try to get him through, no, Brad keeps trying to grab Ryan's hand.
Yes, he just keeps
It's like
trying.
he's allergic to it or something.
He walked up to me before the show, and I was holding my headphones in my left hand, and he just kind of put his hand out near mine, and I thought, are you trying to grab my headphones? No, you're trying to hold my hand again.
He's just trying to be supportive.
He just keeps doing it. And it's not going to happen, Brad, just so you know.
Did you
On
share
air.
the video?
Share the video.
Not yet. I've got the
We were
video.
talking about getting a couple and putting
Yeah.
it together and
Getting a couple?
yeah.
Like these two guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just got to get linked up
I
somehow
mean,
or
Ryan
another.
didn't know about it, so now he does.
You got to go to my christianmingle.com website.
Does that still exist?
I have no idea.
What?
My profile. I will swipe left
You
on
had a
you, Brad.
Christian Mingle profile? We're not letting that slide. Go on.
I don't think he did.
I don't really.
I think he was married before Christian Mingle existed.
I was.
When it comes to jolliness around the Christmas season, is there a point with which people can be too into the Christmas spirit?
Yeah, I'm thinking of that person in the movie Office Space that's like, oh, somebody's got a case of the Mondays. Like that person in Christmas season is a little overboard, but even then, I'm like, you know what? Whatever.
If you're going to go all in on something, I think it's what you go all
That's
in
not
on.
the worst thing to do.
Brad, can you be too much into the Christmas spirit?
I don't think so. I think you could just go full on Christmas, and the closer you get, even more.
Leah?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's, acceptable to get really excited about Christmas. And
Ryan, do you get are there things that you allow yourself just generally in life, doesn't have to be Christmas specific, to go all in on irrationally, love it, and like just 100% super fan?
Yeah, I can't tell you exactly what they are, but
Why? Is it
honestly,
personal, private?
yeah, it's very, very personal stuff that I keep.
Does it require a
deep
subscription?
skeletons in the closet?
Soup.
I like a cold gazpacho. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Hashtag. Bring that soup out. Tis the season. I would say I do that with my kids a lot, with things that they're into. If it's something that I have a good time doing with them, I will spare no expense. I will go all the way, no matter what it is.
Are you and your wife the same in that?
Well, yeah, she'll spare no expense regardless of what it is, though. So
As long as it's in her allowance?
no, she'll go beyond her allowance,
Good for
Annie,
her.
and do not encourage her.
She and I have that in common.
Yeah, you guys are good
You guys
friends
get new
now.
floors?
Best friends.
No, we're still. You guys, God, stop it.
I got floor.com.
Yeah. Me too. Me too. Got floored.com.
Hashtag.
No, to answer your question, though, there are things. They usually involve my kids. And Christmas really is a good example of that because they get so excited. I mean, they start talking about Christmas and making Christmas lists after their birthday in May. So they're all geared up for it all year long. And it's the biggest thing in a kid's life is to go whatever they're going to get on that day. They look forward to it all year. So we go big.
What Christmas gift do you remember getting as a child? I'm sorry if I just uncovered something very sad. I don't have one.
Yeah. The ashes of, no. Gosh, I don't remember. All I remember, it's funny when you say that, because what I remember is my dad telling me when I got a little older, you better be grateful every Christmas and then he told me this story that I still to this day don't know if it's true or not. But he said, there's somebody that I know who I work with whose daughter said, I want a leather jacket for Christmas. I want a leather jacket. And that's all she said the whole Christmas season. She said to her dad, if I don't get a leather jacket, I don't want anything.
So she didn't get anything.
And so she didn't get anything for Christmas. And I still think that might have been a true story based on some of the people that he worked with. I'm like, oh, that might have been that guy.
All right, Bob.
Bob, let us know. Because I've never even brought that up with you in person. Now it's on the radio. Like, text me.
Isn't that how it goes with
It
you?
usually is. It usually is.
You're like, don't tell them.
So, in summary, I want you to know that I never asked for a leather jacket and never got one.
Leah and Brad, do you have any gifts that you remember opening up specifically as a child?
Yeah, the one that comes to mind is the Ghostbusters firehouse from the real Ghostbusters cartoon.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
It was like 2.5 foot, 3 foot tall, and I remember pulling it down and wearing my footy pajamas and just jumping around. Like, yes, yes.
Had you asked for it?
Yes, and it was awesome to get it. And then like you could put the little Egon on there, and it would spin down in a spiral. On
I remember
the pole.
that too.
It was awesome.
I take that back. I remember a gift now. It was again a Bob Wiggins event.
Was it a leather jacket?
Yeah, it was last year he got me a leather jacket finally.
Man,
and some
The
cigarettes.
story took a turn.
Cigarettes.
Like, this is awesome.
like,
I'm totally going to hang out in
You
the
can
corner.
smoke these while riding on your motorcycle.
Yeah. But he put together, I think I asked for a playground when I was probably 3 or 4 years
Yeah.
old. I want a playground set. So he got me one. He put the whole thing together Christmas Eve night in the garage. And then when I woke up, it was like the last big reveal. Oh, open the garage door. Oh my gosh, there's a whole playground set. They couldn't get it out.
Of the garage?
Of the garage.
Oh, no.
They had to disassemble the whole thing and reassemble it in the yard.
You told a story one time in our Christmas special, which we will be airing again Christmas Eve into Christmas Day. I don't know what the specific hours are right now, but we have a really, really awesome special programming, Annie Frey Show Christmas, for you on those days. So please put that on your calendar. Just tune in to 97.1. It's if it's not commercial free, there is hardly any break in the Christmas programming, and it's very personal from us to you. But Ryan, we had a discussion one time of that, and you said that your dad was famous for going, oh wait, there's just one more.
Oh yeah, and that has not stopped.
You said it still happens.
It happens every
that's the
year, and it's
best.
one of my favorite things
That's the
about
best.
Christmas is that it's
Explain what
always-
happens.
So we do our regular gift opening, and I've inherited this now, so we do it at our house, of course. But we do our regular gift opening, and then Bob, oh wait a minute, we haven't checked the stockings yet. Oh yeah, okay, let's go check the stockings, and then we've got some things in there. And wait a minute. I think Santa might have been in that back room back there. I'm not sure, but we can go check. Oh my gosh, and the kids, they freak out and they run to that back room. Oh my gosh, there are some gifts back here. And then usually there might be one more thing in the basement.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like over and over and over. And you never really know how many of those there will be, which is part of the fun.
That's awesome.
My parents always give a little cash consideration at the end of Christmas, and that's usually when it's over that those come out. One year my dad forgot to hand them out. And like we all went home, we're like, okay. I mean, you don't want to be ungrateful
Right, yeah,
for it or
you're
whatever.
thankful.
Maybe it didn't happen, maybe what they gave cost a little bit more. Maybe they decided not to do it that year. And then I think it was like later that night at dinner when we got back together at my grandma's house, they're like, oh, we forgot about these. And we were like, oh, thank
good.
God.
Oh yes, thank you.
The Jelly of the Month Club.
Yeah, he's got his like shirt pocket with all these money envelopes tucked in them, and you're just like, okay, there they are. And you just kind of hope it's gonna happen again. If it doesn't happen again, it is what it is. All right, real quickly, like super quick, did you have a gift that you got that you remember specifically? That you
No.
Not anything specific like that?
Nothing stands out.
I had Barbie gifts that I remember getting in a stereo one time. All right, the YouTube live chat poll. Who on the show is the jolliest? Leah, Ryan, Brad, or Annie? You guys ready for these results?
Yeah, very ready.
It's going back and forth as we speak right now. Basically, Leah and Brad, you guys are tied at 15 and 16%. And you've got all of our vote, Leah. You got Brad's vote. Annie, 20%. Ryan, 49.
Whoa, yeah!
That's
It's not
I
quite
don't know
85.
the difference between Jolly and Goofy.
That's ridiculous.
I jiggle more than I used to, though.
Oh, God.
Yeah, maybe I'm flattered by this result. now that I think about it. Stick around. The Mark Reardon Show coming up next with everything you need to know. Don't go away.
A Friday roundtable is coming up here in just a few minutes. Jane Duker on the panel, former state senator Jeff Smith, Sean Flower, the mayor of Eureka. We're going to be in Eureka with Brian Kilmeade tonight. It all starts in a matter of minutes.
If you've been thinking about learning a new language, now is the time to start with Rosetta Stone. During their Cyber Monday deal of a lifetime, you can get a Rosetta Stone Unlimited subscription for over 60% off. It's their best sale of the year, guaranteed. The subscription gives you lifetime access to all 25 of their languages, including immersive lessons, learning tools, new live lessons, and so much more. Whether you're gearing up for travel or hoping to connect better with those around you, Rosetta Stone prepares you for the real world. Their built-in pronunciation tool helps you fine-tune your accent, and their award-winning app features 10-minute lessons to fit into even the busiest days. Plus, every subscription now comes with access to live lessons, where expert tutors teach you fun new words related to local holidays, cultural traditions, food and drink, and more. Don't wait. Visit rosettastone.com/radio to score over 60% off. Offer ends soon. Rosetta Stone, how language is learned.
I was having a lot of sinus infections. My sinuses were clogged, pressure, headaches.
Linda suffered for years with chronic sinus infections.
You don't feel like doing anything. When you feel like your head is completely clogged, all you want to do is just lay down and sleep. And the pressure, it's just not fun, always walking around with a headache.
Now, her issues are gone. How? A minimally invasive procedure done in the office of St. Louis Sinus Centers called balloon sinuplasty.
I really did not know what it was like to feel like you're really